I am
Arknights.
good.
よく休めましたか、ドクター。
Oh, what happened? Hopefully the stream is working because I okay, I think it's working. Cool, awesome. All right, we're live. All right, unfortunately I haven't logged in today, so I have to do my base stuff, which is the base update is pretty cool. But anyhow, I hope my stream doesn't mess up because
Снять маску? Нет,
I
спасибо. Я ношу ее не
I
просто
changed my
так.
internet provider,
В
so I have
этом
fiber
дыму
now.
можно задохнуться.
So that gets me a lot more streaming quality and stuff. So I had to change a lot of settings, which is why I was 30 minutes late. So hopefully I'm keeping an eye on stream just to make sure nothing breaks. But yeah, hopefully that means I get much better streams from now on with the quality and stuff. Because I was only able to stream like 3,000 kilobytes before. Let me just do base stuff real quick because I haven't logged in today.
Rhodes Island is always so lively.
Yeah, do that.
Really calms you down here. ランセット2姉様はどこだ?
Change her in. I guess I'll do the
Ooh, I love this room. Makes me feel safe.
休憩ですか私にはまだ早いですよ。
Ugh, a fool.
先ほど新しいエネルギー貯蔵装置に交換したばかりです。本日の仕事終了まであと50時間もありますよ。
That. A lot of clue 7s for no reason. Jesus. Get some of these away. Everybody has clue 7 though. Alright.
よく休めましたか、ドクター。
I am hoping. Oh. Hold on, just my bitrate real quick because it's recommending me another setting. So hopefully OBS doesn't trip out on me. Is that good? Okay. All right. Here to play the Thorns event. Just reading through it as usual. I did pull for him, but I didn't raise him yet. Should I do that? I don't know if I should do that. I'll do it later. For now, I just want to jump straight into it. And yeah. EFST1, adios, salt flat. Those who cannot be contained in shacks flee from the salt flat. So I do expect some Spanish, which would be cool, because what do you mean OBS? I just changed it. I do expect some Spanish, which is pretty cool because I speak Spanish. I'm bilingual, so that's pretty cool. And let's begin. Sorry if I pause here and there. I'm just making sure that the stream is running good. But I think we're fine. I think we're fine. Alright. Salt is sacred. It is within the tides, within our tears. He strains his eyes on the dark water, searching the lake bed for the faint glint of metal. He slowly pedals forward, inch by inch, fingers outstretched and still, but all they find are strands of water weeds. The frigid waters flow past his skin and hair. Confusion sets in. He does not know how he will find that golden coin. Don't look with your eyes. Let the waters flow tell you where to go. A voice from a shore cuts through the water. He cannot see the person's face clearly, but that gentle, friendly tone sounds reassuring. And so he closes his eyes, feeling the water rush past him, and painting an image of the lake bed in his mind's eye. There, a solid metal disc, embossed with a complex design, resting atop some wafting weeds. He strokes his face before grasping it in his hand. He swims away, the stranger's face getting ever clearer as he gets closer to the shore. Did you find the coin, my boy? He unfurls his finger, the gold coin resting on his palm. The circle on his face is bisected by a straight line. Somehow it resembles some distant horizon, one he has yet to reach. The hell was that? Ugh. Isidro? What's that smell? Finny, salty. Isn't that literally that fish meme that blew up like last year? The one with the stupid face? It looks like it. Oh, is that Thorns' real name? Isidro? Huh. Bleh. Don't lick my face, little guy, or I'll hit you. Damn, chill. Ugh, forget it. I won't have to deal with you much longer. So is he dreaming? Of course, Mel voice. Hey, chill out your food. Eat up quick. Boss wants to see you. She won't be seeing me today. Isidro pulls down the canvas hammock hung in his room, or in the room, wrapping it around a hard bread and half-full canister of water on the tray. He then kicks open the chest by his side, revealing the tunnel below it. He had been digging away at it for a full week. The strange-looking animal crawls up and nips onto his pants. Isidro watches its saliva soak into the fabric and sighs. I'm definitely not coming back here. New NPC sprites. Javier, can I get that blade I left here last month? Javier. He looks cool. Oh, sorry, Teach. Wasn't listening. You here for the blade? What else? Not your sweet stained pecs, I'll tell you that much. You all need to stop it with the jokes, Teach. Oh, don't be like that. Seeing you sharpening knives in the early morning is pretty much part of the landscape by now. Look, you've joined in the crowd. Now, I don't think they're here to get their knives polished. Hey there, Javier. What a pain in the... Here, your blade. We don't have much metal left for repairs, so I used other things to fix it up. You have to make do with it for a while. Show and bone. You're a real dab hand. Wanna test it? Got anything tough I can chop up? I did have a hunk of dry bread, but I just gave it to the kid locked in the shack. Waste of a perfectly good loaf. Oh, he's bald. Hey, move it already. Don't you not have anything better to do in the morning? Stop blocking the damn way. Russ? Oh, it's you. Here I was. Think it was the harsh glare of dawn in my eyes. I don't have time for you and your nonsense. Quick, Javier. Let's head inside and talk. Sounds like it's not for my ears. I'll be off then, Javier. Seems like the fun has ended. See you tomorrow, Javier. Huh. We need to talk to Juana. She's gone mad. She's going to send us all to our death. And you're the only one in her crew who could keep her cool head. And how is that new? Over all these years, every single one of her decisions looked crazy at first, but turned out to be exactly what we needed, right? Getting in touch with that caravan a decade ago was a huge gamble too, but here we are, making a good living selling antiques we dug out of the salt flat. Nobody took her side back then. Everybody was too scared of those money-grubbing merchants leaking the locations of our fleet to the Inquisition. But Juana got them to see what the real value of the deal was, and made them an offer they couldn't refuse. This is different, Javier. Totally different. Doesn't matter, Russ. She's our boss, and I'll say she's earned our trust. She wants us to go back out to the sea. You really going back to her on this? You're really going to back her on this? You really think this is our way forward? Cause it's not. We're just gonna end up in a watery grave. Show a little faith. She found the compass and the caster to fix it up. Everything's going to plan though. Even if you don't give a damn what happens outside your kitchen, you must have noticed the fish shit you've been getting to cook with lately, yeah? Look, here are the bills for the wood she's been buying up. All to fix those rotten old ships. All to head back out to that sea of hers. You know how expensive wood is. All that coin could have made our lives much cozier. You wouldn't be saving away every day pickling salt-fed livers for Garoon. I can say that much. Let's go talk to her before she's done too much damage. Been hearing some real nasty talk around town. Folks are getting restless. Fine, I'll have a chat with her. But don't forget, Russ. Without the Ioka Juana, our grandparents, our parents, us, none of us would have been able to live out here in the salt flat. Isidro, strange. Where did that cook go? The one always sitting outside. Oh, lots of new sprites. Mierda. Are they trying to take me back? So is he part of this crew? A man turns the corner, aggression apparent in his footsteps. Isidro quickly hides himself in a shadowy corner. But the man walks right by him, swearing up a storm as he goes. Idiots, you blasted idiots. Just you wait and see. That puta's going to get us all killed. Hey, language, sir. Why is there a mosquito in my room? Clear your head, Sesk. You've been eating that gross herbs on the sly again. My head's clear as day. It's yours I'm worried about. I could be the only one with a problem with how she's leading us, can I? You are just too yellow to say it. Cowards, a lot of you. Vete a la mierda. If you're going to spew shit, do it at home. Oh, we do get Spanish. That's nice. But am I wrong, Teach? Don't tell me you trust that loca too. Have you been taken in by her salt damn lies too, like Javier? Sesk? Hey, cool, he's just a little upset. Say that again. Say that again. You know I'm right, Javier. All those years of licking her boots, shouting, aye aye, Captain, saw her shit. Or at all her shit. You wanna know you're a loyal Beck beast. To put that knife of yours and go crying to Mama like always. You. Javier grabs Sesk by the collar and lifts him up, stabbing his back into the wall. Javier's face is calm, but the fire in his eyes burns bright, nearly bright enough to sear holes into the target of his ire. Are they going to start a fight? If they do, I may as well make a break for it. Don't you ever spew that sort of fish shit again, not even in your sleep. You hear me, Sesk? Sesk can barely breathe as Javier presses into his neck. Nobody dares approach the two, only silently passing them with their heads lowered. The people in the sheds lining the street shut their windows tight, one after the other. In a flash, the street is empty. Wait, who was he talking shit about? Oh, they don't say. Let him go, Javier. He's learned his lesson. Not here, Javier. Answer me. Now run along home, chaval. Remember what you learned today. Remember it well. The hell was that, Javier? You never been that reckless. Reckless? No. He was just making it clear to everyone where he stands. Russ, Relax. Just bring him a little something tonight. He'll accept your apology. Yeah, thanks, Teach. Have you ever watched a woman walk away as he stands in the middle of the street? Are they all Algerian? They all have pointy ears. A stray headscarf lies at his feet, having fallen off Cesic's head as he ran. Javier packs it up, pats off the dust, and walks back to his shed, closing the door lightly behind him. Good, everyone's gone. I was afraid I'd have to wait for them all to take an afternoon siesta. Why did I even try escaping at night last time? That's when these guys are the most active. That's a cute NPC. There, that's my way out. Just need to head down. Only 2 guards. Gotta knock them out. Say, Anna, ever thought about going someplace else? I guess one of those old coins we've been digging up. Fired off the king's face. You can barely tell the difference from the new ones. We could leave the flat behind. Go to Rim Billington, Colombia. Anywhere you'd like. No, Jose. I was born and raised here. Never even thought of leaving. You really want to stay and follow the boss out to sea? She's the boss. The sea will swallow you up. I ain't afraid. She promised us. Well, what scares me is that promise might turn out to be a fleeting dream. If you're that scared, then go. I ain't gonna stop you. I was kinda hoping you would. Are they done yet? If you don't want to leave with me, then at least what? Can't this guy take a hit? Could you give me a... Stop mumbling and spit it out already. Stop mumbling and spit it out already. Unable to watching the man stumble over his sports any longer, the woman knocks him flat before sandwiching his face between her hands, kissing him hard. Oh! Go down. You see the furrows his brows before looking away politely. Anna. Oh, just shut it. Hey, man got what he wanted, I guess. At least he didn't notice me. Well, good for him. That's funny. Phew, need to run faster. If I'm not out of here before dark. Based on the last few times, I'm definitely going to be. A giant helm wheel rolls past his face before coming to a halt, stopping just short of crushing his feet. Oh, you look cool. I saw you in the splash art, but you shouldn't keep lady waiting, you know. Now be a good boy and come back with me. You shouldn't be here. Still not giving up after all these attempts. We might not have enough spare medicine to patch you up if you end up wounded again, you know. That's a really cool design. Oh, are these supposed to be like tentacles? Oh, that's so cool. How do you know I was gone, Senora Juana? Oh, that's Juana, okay. I made sure nobody was following me. It's my job to be aware of what's happening in my fleet. You can't hide from my little eyes and ears. Besides, did no one teach you not to ask Lady a question she'd rather not answer? The young man does not reply, silently thinking of the sword that had been faithfully at his side for years. If he still had it, perhaps it would even the odds. Oh, so she's the captain. I see. I thought that the teacher was the captain. But it had shattered. Just like the freedom currently within arm's reach, it had died in these salt flats, snapped in two. Isidro clenches his fist, grits his teeth, and grabs onto whatever is left of his things. The lady lightly draws her sword, her stance relaxed. Out of my way. Wrecked. After a few sword strokes, the unarmed man falls defeated, facing the salty sand. He could not protect even the last of his belongings. As Juana ties him up and heaves him over the shoulder, he feels something in his heart silently shatter. Ah, youth. never knowing when to give up. No matter how many times you're beating down, you're already dreaming of the next attempt. If you're that desperate to leave, then fix that compass for me. How many times I have to say it? Only an alchemist can fix it, and I'm no alchemist. Oh? They couldn't explain where that gold coin of yours came from. I stole it. You are a terrible liar, Hoven. On his face is a mark only a few know of, the mark of the long-lost school of alchemy. The knowledge they passed down helped countless fleets find treasure in the seas. But after the profound silence, their disciples were imprisoned, and their work destroyed. Or disciples. So tell me, why are you holding onto that coin despite all that happened to them? I don't know anything about that. Oh, what a stubborn young man. How about we change the question then? How did you dig that tunnel of yours? The bread you gave me was really hard. What a clever boy. Really hard bread. A good fit for Kyobi. My oh my, I really must thank you. You worked so hard keeping watch over him. Why, if you hadn't informed me right away, he might have actually gotten away. Yes, I know, he's not the best behaved prisoner, but that's why we have you, isn't it? You really are our cleverest, sharpest, wittiest, most amazing little nene. Wait, what, that little thing? Don't get too excited now. There are still many difficult duties ahead of you, and you mustn't take them lightly. What is that supposed to be exactly? I have faith in you. Of course. Alright, off you go now. Don't let that boy learn who you are. Huh? Come in, Javi. Pardon me, Senora Juana. I hope I'm not interrupting your time with Nene. Yeah. Don't give me that look. I've got a little something for you too. My, what a fine little ball of bone. Did you carve it? See. Out of bone shards I broke off some of our older weapons. Else would have gone to waste. I wanted to give it to Russ as an apology, but he won't open his door for me. Oh, I did hear about that. You shouldn't be so hasty, Javier. As our fleet's bosun, Russ has every right to question my plan to go out to sea. And you attacking one of his men right in front of him can be seen as a rather harsh warning. Considering your recent promotion to main chef, best keep a low profile. Some things are better left unsaid. I think he's the one who needed that advice. Just let him be, Javi. I don't pay it any mind, so why should you? Because I know our boss isn't a mad woman playing around with other people's lives. Now, aren't you sweet? If we get that compass fixed, can it really tell us how to avoid the sea monsters and find what we need? Of course. I will never lie to you, Javi. The salt flat won't be able to support us for generations to come, while the sea is nigh inexhaustible font of our resources. Now that we have the compass and the alchemist to fix it, this is a chance for us to turn our lives around. We can't afford to miss it. So she seems to know that Thorns has some alchemy knowledge. He doesn't seem to think so, though. So either he's lying or, you know, there's something he doesn't know about his family or some shit. But aside from you, none of us have even seen the sea or experienced that age of gold and plenty. I've been living in the flat for as long as I can remember, but the old cook said that only a century ago, this was fertile soil. What if the bountiful sea of yours has already become just as barren as the flat after the profound silence? And this magic compass of yours can't guide us back to the past. The tides will wash away my footprints, and the wind will scrub away the foam from the waves. But the sea and the shore will stand forevermore. What? Just an old poem, Javi. Unlike the land, the sea is tenacious. Though it may be infested with strangely fleshed beasts, it is still abundant with precious lifelines, waiting for us to find them. It was once ours, and it can be ours once again. I want to believe you. I do. But these rumors, you have to prove yourself in front of everyone. Show them you're not talking nonsense. I will. Oh, right. I did as I asked and went by the shed. There really is a hole in there. I'll fill it up tonight. What should we do about the boy? He can't stay there anymore. Don't worry. I've already found a place for him. But where? If you mean my place, then no. Don't you worry your little head over it. You'll see on your way home. Oh, he has a bone hook arm. I just noticed that. Damn little brat. This peg leg you sold me is pure garbage. 2 days and it's already split in twain. Oh, hey. It just needs a bit of spit, polish, and glue, and it'll be good as new. You sack of fake shit. How about I rip your leg off and use that instead? Hey, settle down now. I'll take the leg back. No need to get violent. I've got a knife. Don't come any closer. Javier, right on time. Help me catch the little wench. Out of my way, idiot. Troublemaker. Did he punch her? Ow, that hurts. Give him back his money. Let me go. I told Juana you've been bullying me. Use your head, chica. This isn't somewhere you can run your mouth. We're not like those cowards in the other towns. If you mess with us, we won't bother locking you up or putting you on trial. Left hand or right hand. Choose the one you want to keep. Oh, she's a vendor. Oh, it says vendor. How dare you? If it weren't for me, your boss would never have gotten a hold of that compass. Care to try your luck? I really like Rosa's line. Fine, I'll return the money, but you gotta give me back that peg leg. Not on my life. If it's stuck to my leg, it's mine. You're no better than a pack of bandits. I'm glad you finally come to an accurate assessment of us, señorita. Slip of the tongue is off. Here, the money and adios. I'll probably raise her. I really like the skill 2 effect. What was the boss thinking, letting a dastardly little girl like that aboard our crew? She's got her reasons. I heard that kid ran off again. Why not just break his legs and be done with it? And now she's gone to strung him up here, ordering us not to touch a hair on his head. See that grippy face of his pisses me right off. You don't know how much I want to give it a good punch. No response. Hey, don't go, Javier. I was just thinking out loud. Hey. You've been running around all day. Want some water? How do we scotch your tongue? Oh, is this why he was like hanging in his one like little PV thing? I won't surrender to you lot. If that's how you want it, chaval. Just here to give you the bad news. I'm afraid you're going to be out of here. You're going to be out here like this all night. Whatever, I don't care. Oh. Good to hear. All night. You know, all that blood will pull up in your head. That's kind of... The dawn light falls upon the coin, and the stray ray reflects into Isidio's eyelid, causing him to blink. The light wanders, and the circular marking on the coin begins to ripple. He begins to feel discomfort and hands the coin to the man ashore, though the man is in no hurry to receive it. Instead, he grabs into Isidio's legs and lifts him up by the feet. The boy struggles, and the man ashore begins to speak. If you have nowhere to go, my young friend, you can come with me. They call me Owless, and you have my thanks for finding my coin. Wait, what? Oh, is he just remembering the rays of the setting sun seep through the cracks of the salt ship's frame, shining into Isidro's eyelid. He blinks in discomfort. People walk by, and none can resist snickering at him as they pass. He feels a little dizzy. The faint laughter causes his cheeks to flush. They might just be infected being hung upside down. Yeah. Out here in the salt flat, simple tents and ramshackle shacks are put up one after the other. Enormous salt ships are berthed on either side of the road, like a herd of slumbering sand beasts, or sea beasts. Upon their masts hang great sacks of gathering rainwater, flapping in the wind as they await clouds to pass overhead. Upon the road, people walk shoulder to shoulder, laughing and squabbling, until all of a sudden a quarrel breaks out, which soon escalates into a chaotic, all-out brawl. In the quieter corners, some are putting their lovers in close for an intimate kiss. Little boy staring. These guys really are a bunch of barbarians. Why did they even come to such a lousy place? Good question, Pasquala. How did I end up in this den of thieves? Not too sure myself. Alright. We have our introduction. We are in a pirate ship, it seems like. Moving with ease aboard a ship is a fundamental skill for any pirate, whether the sea beneath them is water or salt. Salt flat, reduce movement speed, yada yada. Wait, so just remember the mechanics. Oh, the background's pretty cool. The starship's approaching. The pirates might board us at any moment, so be ready.
In position.
Yo, he's walking on that. Someone jumped straight into the salt flat to get to us. It's not easy to move through all that salt, even for a pirate born and raised here. Is that literally salt? Holy crap. I thought it was sand. Oh. Salt flat consists of hardened salt layers, but also fine layers of quick salt. If they stay down here too long, they'll slip and sink into it. Now they'd be good to jump in if they had any other way to get to us.
Everyone, follow me.
Oh, we got invisible enemies. Look at bridges? Watch out, the pirate's building a rope bridge. Oh, that's kind of cool. Sure enough, they rerouted to use the new bridge. Okay, so they prioritize bridges. I guess I'll crumble. Bye-bye. Oh, just be careful, pirates and man on front lanes. Fire not only cannonballs, but also lightweight pirates as well. And only certainly part of the target as well. We lack firepower to destroy it. What's the fire part? Oh.
Your orders, please.
Fire whistle jump scare.
Yes,
30,000 health? Are you for real? With 3,000 defense? No resistance though.
Your orders, please. Let's burn him up.
Yeah, I don't think I'll do shit. Yeah, break it from the back. Ooh, that could jump scare. What, takes more damage? Ooh. It didn't do anything. Oh, there you go. Okay, okay. Seems cool. I dig it. EP1, upside down on the pale sea. As he gazed at the pale sea for the third time that night, he realized he had fallen into a predicament. What are these? Salt from government. Both the daily drink of the pirates of the salt plant and the currency they accept. So long as the fleet lacks priceless treasures such as rum, it will never be replaced. Beverage made from the chopped salt from viscera and fermented with microorganisms from the underground rivers beneath the salt plant. Essential for regular interior distilling, as for other properties that lose over the yota in the kitchen that they need to add any other salt to this liquid. Ooh. Loving his vocals, I didn't know that. Oh, that's pretty cool. 8 sages. Alright. So I usually just take a 3-star squad whenever I do the regular stages. Just because they're easy anyways. Two weeks ago. Beginning recording. My sandboard is heavily damaged and I can't find the materials I need to repair it nearby. As for my water reserves, they can last me for one more day at most. Thankfully, the next supply point is only half a day away. Okay, so I guess this was before he got captured. This many messages, really? How long have I been letting them build up? It's been a while since we received any news from you, Operator Thorns. Remember to report your position when you have the chance. Oh, he's already aboard Rhodes. There's a fucking mosquito. By my calculations, our mission routes will overlap a bit. If we can find the opportunity to meet up, I've got some special plans I can share. Hey, Thorns, how's your trip to find super ultra cool sword techniques going? Any good news? Forget it. I'll reply once I'm done walking. This region between me and the supply point, all the map shows is a name. Mar Pálido, the Pale Sea, huh? Hopefully it's not a real sea. I guess it's a salt one. Out in the open wilderness, sand rides along with the wind, bringing with it a salty, finny smell. Sunlight pokes through the gaps of the dark clouds, while long, dry riverbeds boast only a few bushes and shrubs. Some rustling among them proves that this so-called wasteland is not completely devoid of life. The young man pulls out a rope and ties together a few planks. Once done, he steps atop of them and takes a leap. All of a sudden, the wastes come to an end. A great cliff has sundered the earth. As he looks down, Isidro sees a pallid white sea. With all his strength, he climbs down the cliff. Once he touches down into the pale sea, he reaches down and sticks a hand into the bone-dry sea water. Salt crystals? There is no water here. There's only pale salt, studded with countless skeletons. The remains of whatever unlucky creatures were swallowed up by this place. But the only thing on his mind is that somewhere, in some nook or cranny he cannot see, there is something flowing, rushing. He stops sliding on his makeshift sandboard and reaches for the sword on his waist. That's odd. How can there be anything alive here? The ground beneath his feet shudders slightly, and the layer of salt slowly subsides around him. The trembling intensifies as an indentation in the salty ground approaches him at high speed. There are fins in the salt flat? It's a land sharks. A gigantic beast breaches the salt, catching him off guard. Its cell-like dorsal fin looms overhead, and its pointed armored snout is shaped like a colossal lance. Huh. I'm trying to picture that. It barrels into him, and he is thrown off his feet. His organs feel like they are being rearranged as he arcs through the air, before he slams into the ground and blacks out. As his consciousness fades, he sees the giant fin beast dive back into the salt, leaving no trace in its wake. Good thing it wasn't hungry. Just my luck. The damn Aguasi doesn't know when to give up. He even chased me all the way to this blasted land where nothing grows. Mierda. Ran too fast. All my water spilled. What now? Ugh. Pleh. Blech. This is just salt. Patooey. Without water, I'm not going to make it to the town of Aaron. Huh? What's that? A gust blows past a pile of salt and dust, revealing two motionless legs sticking out from underneath it. Just some other unlucky soul who wandered into the salt flat without knowing what he was getting into. Your bad luck is my good fortune though, amigo. Smug look. A full bottle of water. Excelente. Oh wow, thanks. Let's see what else you got. Didn't even try rationing it. There are all these bottles and canisters. Ugh, what in the blazes is that smell? It stings. Well, whether it's medicine or poison, it should still fetch a pretty penny. Rhodes Island Pharmaceuticals. Whatever, mine now. Huh? Foreign money? What, you expect to find a money changer out here? Not even foul beast shit here. But I might have a use for it later. Mine now. The girl sifts through the man's wallet, finding only a few silver reals, alongside some foreign coins and a meal voucher with Rhodes Island Cafeteria soup ticket written on it. At the bottom of the wallet, a glimmering gold coin catches her eye. She reaches out to grab it, flipping it a few times as she retracts her hand. On one side, there's a circle split by a horizontal line, on the other in an inverted triangle. It's heavy. Must be pretty pure. Wait, I feel like I've seen these patterns before. Aren't they what Juana's looking for? Shame. Why are you even laying out here dead anyway? Well, you've been so generous. I can at least send you off on your final journey, amigo. Here, have a proper burial. She's ready to bury him and everything. The thief is nothing but a body hollowed out by greed. They take from others for their own benefit, but satisfaction ever eludes their grasp. The moment she hears the sword being drawn, she knows it is too late to run. She looks behind her, her body trembling as her muscle refuses to move an inch. Who's this? A cleric of the Inquisition. Oh, the Inquisition. Walks towards her, his hand cannon and rapier decorated with ghastly bleached bones, in deep contrast to the usual solemnity and grace of his callings. All in the area know the sheriff's name, but also know how close to madness his mind runs. None dare call him by it to his face. Behind his back, they only ever call him by his title. The Alguacil. Is that what she said up here? Oh, he was chasing her. The unreasonable, unfeeling, uncaring Alguacil. The Alguacil that enlaces his weapon with bones of criminals as a warning. What is that word? I mean, I know Spanish, but... In Spanish refers to a law enforcement officer, often a sheriff or bailiff. An officer of justice in Spain. Oh, okay. I know Spanish, but that's like Spain. That's Spain. The Alguacil that will chase a criminal to the ends of Terra and back. Oh, you do look. I've come to free you. Wait a sec, this is all a big misunderstanding. My head hurts, and my mouth full of salt. No, that made me thirsty. No, I don't want to die. Mercy. Ah, save me. What's going on? Why do you struggle? Your death will free you from the eternal torment of sin. Oh, most holy Senora Anastasio, please let me go. See reason, please. Someone forced me to do it. Really? I swear on my life. I don't have it anymore, honest. If you don't believe me, search me. I don't have any compass. If you let me go, I'll take you to them. If others may impose their greed upon you, then so too will your greed corrupt others. All who have been tainted by avarice shall receive judgment. Oh, I saw his sword. Ah, someone save me. Anybody. The Aguasi's rapier sweeps across her face, but before it presses against her neck, a black sword swoops in from behind, knocking aside its point. A golden liquid drips from the black sword's edge, sizzling as it eats away at the salt on the ground, an acrid scent spreading from the splash. Destreza. Run. The dead guy's alive. Dude, that sword looks cool. Really cool. This is rapier. I am currently arresting a criminal who has stolen a forbidden relic from the Inquisition, senor. I did not mean to disturb you during your repose. You're with the Inquisition? Before you shield this ribbon from justice, I pray you first ascertain if all your belongings are still on you. What? My wallet. Your swordsmanship is impeccable. It should be used to shelter the innocent, not harbor criminals. Yeah, mierda. What is this? Isidro pats down his body. In the depths of his pocket, he feels something small yet hard. What is that? An irregularly shaped piece of metal. At first glance, it looks like detritus from a factory, but careful examination reveals the fine alchemical symbols etched all across it. It looks like an IS relic. The layers of rust on it appear to have once been some kind of liquid, but even so, it shows a gleaming luster under the sunlight. It seems we have discovered where Senorita Pascuala hid her ill-gotten gains. Hand it to me, senor. Then leave it in all haste. Oh, that's the compass. This is a compass filled with corazonics? Yeah, that's how you say that. I thought all the products of alchemy were destroyed. Oh ho. And here I thought that none sinless in Imperia would yet recognize it. The Alguacil turns his rapier towards Isidro, his severe expression shifting towards quizzical. You have piqued my curiosity, senor. What relation have you with the wanted criminal Aulus? Or rather, where was it you came into contact with him? I have so many questions for you, Aegir. How is it you can recognize a simple product of alchemy with but a single glance? How is it you know a long erased school of alchemy? It's none of your business, Alguacil. Huh, I'm assuming this is probably who he was speaking to in the beginning. In that flashback. Oh, but it very much is. You see, most of that discipline's students have died by my blade. Disciples? Is that a typo? Isidro considers saying something, but the Alguacil's rapier is already pressing against his throat. So you are unwilling to submit to the law. The Alguacil pulls back his sword as he shifts his center of gravity forward. The blade in his hand spins once before coming down in a brutal chop. Isidro's intuition as a swordman tells him that this man is a lunatic. Not even the most unorthodox of fighters will wield a rapier in such a crude manner. The cold gleam of the blade's edge flashes past his eyes. With an instinctual flick of his wrist, he blocks the savage blow. A rapier is not made for slicing. Isidro laughs inwardly. Brandishing it like that will only cause it to snap. But then comes a brittle screech of shattering metal, and he sees it in his own sword that has snapped in two. Oh. Half his fractured sword is stuck point down into the salty soil. Blood drips down his cheek. Lay down your arms. Run! The Aguashi casually brushes aside the rock the girl threw at him. The second he does so, Isidro runs off to gain some distance. As he runs, he senses familiar vibrations coursing through the layer of salt underfoot. The pain in his jumbled organs crawls up to his nerves once more. The Aguasi's footsteps approach him as the chase continues. Isidro's mind races. He grits his teeth, and without looking back, he sets his sights on a giant skeleton in the distance poking out of the salt. Huh. None may leave before I have the truth of the matter. Do you always talk this much? Just a little faster. As he runs from the man hounding him, Isidro holds his broken sword high, doing his utmost to fend off the Alguaci's attack. He looks behind his pursuer and sees the layer of salt subside, a familiar furrow appearing on the ground once more. The Alguacil stops. He too has sense of vibrations. An earthquake. Looks like this is your first time here too. Before the words have finished leaving his mouth, the colossal fin beast breaches the ground in front of him, sending its prey flying. As he flies through the air, the man's limbs splay out like a rag doll. After a moment of soaring, his graceful arc through the sky comes to an end as he meets the ground. A puff of salty dirt wafts through the air as the sound of his landing echoes through the dry air. Ow. He has not fallen on the most comfortable spot on the salt flat. A sharp bone spur has pierced his body. Ooh. His blood trickles down the skeleton, staining the pale salt below red. Phew. Is he dead? If he isn't, we're in a whole lot of trouble. If he is, we're in a whole lot of trouble later. What do you mean, senor? Did you put this thing in my pocket? It just fell in as I was pulling you out of that salt pile. Honest. Do you believe me? My pockets have zippers. Then allow me to beg forgiveness for my transgression, senor. Still, we're both alive, right? Why didn't you run when that Aguasi was attacking me? Would you believe me if I said I found the conscience? Look, if you die too fast, I wouldn't be able to get very far away. Very far anyway. Not to mention, you still had the compass. The buyer paid a lot of money for it. If I did try to book it, all that hard work would have been for nothing. Where are you headed? Huh? You might have been the source of my problems, but you also helped me out. So I'll return the favor. I'll get you what you need to go, and then we're even. Huh? Then we're even? You haven't even considered going on an adventure with me? Or we could part ways here. What you stole from me could be enough to keep you going for a while. I'm headed to the town of Aran, up on the hill over there, but it's a good 2 days walk from here. 2 days? Half a day should be plenty. Huh? Really? The girl senses the underground vibrations closing in on the mountain more. A towering dorsal fin breaks through the salt and sand, rapidly approaching them. She gawks at him incredulously, but he looks back with steely certainty. Mind if I borrow your rope? My sandbar's broken. They're gonna ride it? Stop hitting it so much, you'll crack the wood. I wanted to make it sturdier. It's sturdy enough already. You were the one who fixed it up in the first place. I'm satisfied with your own work. Senor Silva said this is how I should do my work if I want to repent. What's the sin this time? Senor who? Silver? The widow looks like she's about to give birth, but she won't let me look after her. She will still be haunted by my past sins that caused my wife's death. This is divine retribution. I think she just doesn't want to remarry. What are you talking about? It's been 2 years since this town has seen its last birth. I have to help take care of the child, no? I will never have such ulterior motives. That's a good point. Most of the people young enough to have kids have already gone. All that's left here is those old timers. Wait here. That's not good for a population. Wait, over there. Santo Cielo. The sky's full of salt. Dolphins? Or is it a salt storm? Doesn't matter, just run. Ah. The cloud of salt and dust swallows up the fleeing townsfolk as they scream in fear. Soon after, a colossal salt fin parts the cloud, revealing two people riding on his back, one in front of the other. The young man in front passes the salt fin as he extracts a broken sword from its body. The salt fin digs into the salt crust with his pectoral fins, giving the man a resentful glare before it departs. He pays no mind to it, instead meeting the townsfolk's fearful gazes as he approaches them. They did write it. Sorry to trouble you, senores, but is this a town of Aaron? Who are you? What do you want? Isidro, I'm here to find something. Here, my travel pass. Travel pass? Didn't Senor Silver say that nowadays there's a lot of eager coming to shore to help us rebuild? Does it look like he's here to help? Oh, these outlanders being with them is a disaster. If I'm to die today, there's me die blocking your way. Huh? What are you talking about, senor? Hey, let's all come down. This is a misunderstanding. See here? This is my Alguacil's badge. The higher up sent me and my understudy here to meet the local calificador. Look, it's real. It looks just like Senora Silver's. Oh, I guess she took the other dudes. He's the student? He had a growth spurt. Can Edgar even join the Inquisition? It taught part of the plans for restoration. I simply cannot keep up with these changing times. Thanks. Can you swipe the badge off the guy earlier? I... just asking, not judging. You don't look so good. I can't hold it any longer. Oh. I'm just a bit... Salt-fin sick. Between breast and vomit, the girl stuffs the badge back into her bag. A wayward glance shows Isidro a dozen or so of the Alguacil's belongings within the bag, alongside a few bottles of his own proper potions. He's not entirely sure we should take them off him. Forget it. We're even now. I'll be off then. Just vomiting between sentences. You're asking the wrong guy. I haven't gotten to the question yet. Go ask somewhere else. I haven't even asked someone else. At least let me ask. I heard there's a local sword technique created by the pirates, one that can be used to fight the wind and waves. Doesn't that sound familiar? Pirates? Santo Cielo. Aaron will be ruined once more. What? It's about to rain. I need to go home and take the laundry. Just go away. Vete. Isn't this your house right here? Also, is this the driest part of Iberia? As he voices his doubts, he hears a clattering of footsteps behind him. He turns to see the entire street devoid of people. As he sweeps his eyes across the street, doors and windows slam shut one after the other in raucous cacophony. Is it actually going to rain? The lump of meat in his mouth is shriveled and dry. One of his left molars is loose and hurts like hell itself, leaving him only able to match the meat with his right gums. Mother had told him this was the last of the food in the house. He thinks about how she looked when she threw it on the ground, so tender and caring. He thinks about how she looked as he picked it up, so cold and cruel. Such a contradiction. He blames the jumbled memories on the hunger. Just as he does not remember if it was Madre who struck that molar loose, or if it was just a new one coming in. The hunger is too great. He swallows the lump of meat and mumbles to himself. This is the last portion. There's none left after I eat. Where can I find more? There is the sound of a knife being sharpened from outside the door. He remembers hearing this noise before Padre disappeared. The ghastly truth dawns on him as he feels cold all over. He recalls how Madre opened the door as she held the meat, a terrifying smile on her bloodstained face. She made him open his mouth, made him chew, made him swallow. He licks at the empty sockets in his gums. They had hurt once. They don't hurt anymore. It is only because of the sin that he yet lives. He should stretch out his neck and await the axe. In death, all things will be washed away. What was the context behind that? The scent of dried blood upon the sharp bone spurs. Oh, was those his memories? That's in the dark. The scent of dried blood upon the sharp bone spur has drawn all sorts of small bloodthirsty beasts. They cannot stop themselves from crawling towards the gruesome wound. First come insects bearing wings, landing upon his chin, crawling across his pale lips, then his cheek, before finally stopping on top of his eyelids. Just as they are about to enjoy their meal, the man's eyelashes begin to switch. Ah. Anastasio, you sinner. Since when was it your time to die? Those ensnared by greed, corrupted by that compass, they yet roam free, yet commit evil. You must find them, purge their avarice and their suffering. This is your duty. Whoa. The man slowly pulls himself off the skeleton, the bone barbed and hooks tearing at his flesh as he does. But he does not tremble in pain, not even once. Anastasia walks deeper into the salt flat. Behind them, the beast hungrily paw at his shrunk blood. He's kinda cool. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if he's gonna be good or bad, but he's kinda cool.
I'm listening.
Oh, is it rope bridge or not?
Here I am.
Really liking the soundtrack so far.
There you are. 命令があるお後をしません。Here I am. 喧嘩しないでよ。命令がこのハルバードの鋭さは伊達じゃありませんよ。
Oh jeez, I didn't know it's gonna help.
There you are.
追跡開始。持ちこたえてください。
In position.
Goodness, dude.
On standby.
What's up? Bathe in fresh blood. これでいいだろう。
経験だけに頼るものじゃないんです。
俺は別に何でもいい。
Ooh, that's a lot of
命令があれば Here I am.
命令を引き裂け。
There you are.
boom, 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 boom. Pascuala, you made it. Yo, I was thinking you were buried in the flat. You're as pale as the salt. Run into something on the way? Shut up, Teach. Let me in already. You wanna come in? Did you get what the boss asked for? Of course I did. Not just a compass either. I got another big haul too. Senora Juana's been looking for an alchemist, and I've got a lead. So can I come in now? Of course, Master Steve Pascuala. You honor my humble abode. Master Thief. Wait, so is she part of the pirate crew or not? Anchors away, hoist the sails. High winds roar, our closest a tour. Rain drowns our drunken haze and lights our hearts ablaze. Ready host to forth down the ship's breakport. Boom. At dawn we break, we charge ahead. No, who are you? What are you doing in my house? Your house? This alley. It's your house, senor. That cardboard you've got on your head is my bed, Hoven. Sorry, I sat by the garbage bin. Didn't think anyone wanted it. Mind if I head from the rain here? I'll go once it stops. This town hasn't seen a drop in over 2 months. Even if it is going to rain, mind putting down my bed? Here, you can use my blanket. Thank you, senor. So what are you here for, Aegir? I'm looking for a local sword technique. The legends say the ones who devised it were. A few months ago, I heard about a technique that can fight the wind and waves, and decided to come here to learn it. That's mighty brave of you. Don't you know the Inquisition's been cracking down on pirates these days? I'm not interested in becoming a pirate. I just feel like my own swordsmanship has been lacking. Swords are for cutting people down, not cutting through the waves. Besides, why'd you want to learn it anyway? Hating not to sea? Slay the ocean. Too many questions, senor. There's always been folks believing such foolishness. If you come by half a year earlier, I could have brought you to the guy you're looking for. Back in the day, he learned a thing or two from those pirates, always bragging about how he could chop up the sea itself. In the end, he was just like me. Came running back to town, waiting to die in peace and quiet. Did he leave anything behind? His diary? Took that to his grave. You have to dig it up yourself. If he knew someone wanted to learn the sword from him, he'd be so happy he'd jump right out, bones and all. Oh, I guess we're going brave robbing. Yeah, we actually are. With the shovel by his side, Isidro cracks open the coffin. He brushes aside the grains of salt that fell inside, exposing a lustrous red-fleshed corpse. The corner of a book pokes out of his clothes. Isidro gingerly pitches the book and pulls it away, doing everything he can to keep the flimsy paper made brittle by the salt intact. Is this the diary he mentioned? It's too tattered, I can't read a thing. Pleh. Can I just inhale bits of paper? Damn, that's salty. I should look elsewhere. Elsewhere? Where else would a wicked grave robber and a cannibal such as yourself want to spread his evil? Oh, who are you? Grave robber? Cannibal? I've been watching you creep about the cemetery, molesting its graves. I'll catch you red-handed. Look at the wings. That's kind of cool. A library? I can explain, senor. Senor, do you not know who I am? Do you happen to be a local celebrity? I am a cleric of the Inquisition, in charge of inspecting the entry permits of all visitors at the town gates. Why did the music stop? So if you don't know who I am, then how did you get in here? Guards, arrest this man. Oh, we're even new inquisitors. Are these petals crushed enough? So that's silver. Dr. Añora. What? Oh, more or less. A few more times and you can start blending the soil. And you can start blending in the oil. Why are your hands shaking? You must be mistaken. Taken? What was taken? I said, you must be mistaken. About what? What do you want about? Still, that much shaking. Hey, you been drinking again. You're the town calificador. You shouldn't be drinking. Wine is sinful and brings only harm. You said so yourself. Oh, okay. I may have had a few cups with the representative of Wine Caravan as we talked business, but it was all for the sake of securing the town's future. How's the widow doing, Doctor? who now? Speak up. The potter's window. She's giving birth in a few days. Gaining girth. Now gluttony. Yet more sin. I said the widow is giving birth. Senor Silver. Ah, Dios mío, you scared me. Didn't I say to knock before you enter? I heard you shouting and assumed you were in danger. I'm fine. Oh, you also have a flower here. Aside from that, I have something to report. We've captured a lunatic, a blasphemer in the cemetery east of town. He was stealing corpses in the cemetery. What? I thought that with enough food, we could avoid such a tragedy happening again. If I may, Senor Silver, a full belly is not enough. When you first brought the holy law to our town, you cleansed us of our sins. But now, not only have your prohibitions been lifted, we have not heard your sermons in a very long time. Sin flourishes once more. It is inescapable. Is that what you think? Which is precisely why you cannot allow this vile blasphemer to spread his evil in town. I shall arrange sentencing. What of old Palo? He was talking to the blasphemer for quite a while at that. No need. Palo may have associated with the pirates in his youth, but he wouldn't have the nerve to break the law. But I said there is no need. Sir, I believe we should at least keep an eye on him. We can discuss this later. Digging up a grave. The tip he was about to, you know. A sinner. That is no longer pure. Calamity comes once more. Padre, Calificador, I beg you, kill him. Cleanse his sins. Don't let us be visited by disaster again. Stop that. Senor Isidro, is it true you were stealing from the graves of this town's residents in the middle of the night? I don't deny being at the cemetery, but What? Pascuala. Isidro, amigo. I never took you for a grave robber. Of all things to steal. Corpses? Really? Makes me right sick of this. Says the freaking master thief. Might I remind you, Pascuala, that you're chained up too. Wait. Wasn't she stealing from him thinking he was dead? Silent sinner. You'll be on trial next. What are you even doing here? Old habits. I'm really liking this duo. She's about to be executed? Don't blame me. They girl ran afoul of her bad habits. Barely out the door and she was already off to pick the pockets of the best dressed man in town. Who happened to be Calificador Silver. With her skills, not even the Calificador would have noticed her. He didn't, but she was caught in the act by one of his priests giving them a report. And what about that alchemist she mentioned? We know where he is. That's good. He's about to be hanged, right alongside her. So how many of those priests do they have at the execution? 12. With your crew, we should be able to handle them. Let's go. Señores and señores, according to the laws of this town, these two criminals will be hanged by the neck until dead. I hope this will serve as a warning to all not to allow your souls to be tarnished by sin. The time has come. Execute them. You don't look worried at all. What's there to worry about? You got a way out of this then? Not at this exact moment, no. But it's all about the timing. The girl turns her head, looking to the side of the gallows. A warrior priest has his hand on the lever, ready to pull it. Ah, my hand. Bandits! Bandits! Holy, that person's freaking out. Oh, oh, what's... Oh, what's Shadow committed to deserve such a punishment? How should atone? Bueno, Shaw mode. Repel them, protect the civilians. Correct calificador silver retreat. Forget me, evacuate the citizens. Charge, you lazy sons of sulphurs, charge. Don't let those poor bastards bite the dust. The bandits are here to rescue your friends. Get information and stop them. Die. Oh. You dare plunder this town so brazenly? What handed this la have yet? You see Pascal and the boy. Quick like. I owe you one. Don't let them have their way. Yes, sir. Keep it quick. There's no time to waste. Anyone gets in our way, cut them down. Aye. Ugh. Cut them loose, quick. On it. Hey, it took you guys long enough. Quick, get me out of these shackles. It's starting to chafe like you wouldn't believe. Yeah, on my wrist. You call this a rescue? So, like I told the boss long ago, you're nothing but trouble. Hey, here you are, saving me from the gallows. You too, chaval. Get moving. Can I borrow a sword? Here, cat. Don't even think about running, boy. You expect us to lay down and die, senor. Nice moves. Muchas gracias. Hey, is this really an attempt to get out buddy-buddy? How are we getting out of here? Shut your mouth and follow Teach. She knows an alley leading out of town. An alley? I guess that'll do. Follow me. They're heading south. South? It's a sheer cliff. What are they up to? You're nuts. What alley? That's a cliff. There's an alley if you jump down. Please tell me she's joking, Javier. Run faster. You need the speed to make the jump. Huh? Don't tell me you're going along with this plan. Any better ideas? I think we got brain problems, amigo. It's just ahead. 3, 2, 1, jump. With a decisive leap, the bandit jumps down the cliff, knocking loose some rocks that fall alongside her. After a long silence, a distant muffled thump can be heard coming from the bottom. Pascola watches Bandit and Boulder alike disappear off the cliff's edge and gulps in fear. Yeah. It's a dead end up ahead. There's nowhere to run. Get them. Jump already. They're about to catch up. Pascola looks at the cliff, then back at the warrior priest pursuing them. No. I'd rather get cut down than jump. Zip it. Hey, what are you doing? With the girl tucked snugly under his arm, Isidro takes one last look back. Then he sets aside firmly ahead and leaps down the cliff, a screaming Pascola in tow. You lousy piece of French shit. I remember this. In the midst of her panic, Pascola feels herself land on something soft, quite unlike the solid ground she expected. As she opens her eyes, she sees the giant cloth used to catch her. Eh? We're safe now. They caught us with their sails. Oh, there was a boat at the bottom of the cliff. She looks around. Enormous bolts prop up the ship's wooden hull, while layer upon layer of canvas and thin leather sails throng the masts, scattering the sun's light. The fiery wind powers the complex of legs at the bottom of the hull through a complicated transmission system, the legs sending the ship's cutter over the salty soil with their powerful strokes. Still calling yourself a master thief after that courageous display, Pascola. Ha! A good thief acts with thorough planning and caution. Not reckless daring, dude. Stop gabbing with her and get changed, Teach. The Hellsman's injured and I need to take over. They didn't like that outfit anyway. We should take around the bodies. Oh, that was her. What's that you're carrying? Food and water. I spotted the granary earlier, so I stacked some in the chaos. Set it alight before I left, too. They'll be too busy putting out the fire to worry about us. Not half bad, you bastard. Now put your backs into it, ladies and gents. We reach home tomorrow night. What are you looking at, Chaval? You fell over the railing like that. First time in Mar Pálido? The ship is unusual. It's almost entirely wood and bone. Must be a lot lighter than the average land ship. Of course. Our starships are the only thing that can cross the flat. If you tried it with those heavy iron beasts, they'll just get stuck in the soul. Fascinating. You don't look the least bit scared. Didn't you hear what the townsfolk called us? Bandits. You got guts saying it straight to my face. I mean, you saved me from the gallows, didn't you? Still, why run with us? The Tanyos will brand you as one of us now. Do you know of a sword technique that will let you cut through the sea's winds and waves? The sword technique? You having a laugh? So none of you know? Never heard of it. Maybe the captain. Where's your ship stopping? You want off? No can do, I'm afraid. You're heading back with us. Sorry, but that's not in my plans. Not my problem, chaval. Don't say that. I'd rather not have to draw my sword against the ones who saved me. I get that you're a dab hand with the blade, but... Good. You need to watch your back. All these years as a thief, and not once has anyone spotted me as I make my move. That was enough dizzy loose smoke to keep him asleep the entire trip. Don't get cocky. So where's the compass the boss wanted? We put a lot of work into saving your story behind, so don't disappoint us now. You won me, senor. I've just delivered you more than just a compass. The fucking smug look she has. I got you my amigo over there too, didn't I? In fact, considering the added value, saving means not enough. I'll need a little something extra to make it worth my while. You think we're just gonna take your word for it that he's an alchemist? Wait till the boss checks him over before you run your mouth again. Fine by me. Whatever's meant to be in my pocket will find its way there eventually. Huh. Anyhow, where's the kitchen? I'm always a little peckish after staring death in the face. Second floor on the stern. Muchas gracias, oh generous señor. I'm only going to remove the bone spikes from the wound, not amputate your leg. Only the most vicious of bandits will make barbed blades like that. The bleeding stopped. Hold on a little while longer. I've already sent someone to get Dr. Añora. When she's here, we can have a better look. Be at ease, you seem fine. You'll be better than a few square meals. After a few square meals. Kinda took the food, didn't they? Damn. Señor Qualificador. We put out the fire in the granary, but there's nothing left inside. I'll think of a way to feed us. What of the doctor? He looks not so good at her age. Did you not help her over? She's gone. Then where is she? Wait, what? What happened? She was knocked over by the bandits and hit her back of her head. She is no longer with us. Damn. I see. Senor Silver, are you... Did that hurt? Sorry. Bear with it. She's giving birth over. The widow's giving birth right now. Might be because of the bandits' attack. Or not. Can we have the doctor see to her first? Wait, where's the doctor? Don't ask. I'll check on her myself. Don't shake her. She won't be waking. Senor, Senor, she... Senor, the child. The child too. Senor, you. Clerics, guard the bodies. We bury them tomorrow morning. They both died? Sir, prepare a burning beast. After the funerals, go and search for Anyora's son. We must ask him to return, no matter what. This town needs a doctor. As I recall, she was teaching you some of her craft, was she not? A man who has only just learned how to make ointment cannot be considered a doctor. Otherwise, the widow and her child will not have died. Now go back to work. Yeah, well, that sucks. Through the tightly closed shutters of the windows, the people of Aran can see a faint peak light floating through the fog-choked streets. Silver does not know when it became dark. It feels like it was morning only minutes ago, when he was tidying up his robes for the execution. But now, those robes are stained with blood. Not the blood of thieves or blasphemers, but of the townspeople. Out of nowhere, he sees another faint peak light across the street. A gaunt, lanky man with a bloody hole in his abdomen, large enough for him to see right through it. The man calmly walks towards him as if nothing was wrong. Do you need assistance, senor? You look gravely wounded. I am fine, senor Calificador. You, on the other hand, look most pale indeed. I am an alguacil, newly transferred, but you require my assistance. Oh, so he's on their trail. I must say, I didn't expect it to seem so well hanging upside down, Hogan. This sort of thing happens to me a lot. You get used to it. Your old shit's as good as new. Remember to take Javier. It took him all night to fill in that tunnel of yours. Oh, is this a present? You could have saved him the effort if you just let me go. Hey, you're the one giving himself nothing but trouble by refusing to fix my compass. Do that and you're free. I told you, I don't know a thing about alchemy. That's not going to change, no matter how many times you ask. Send him back to his shed, and skip the bread for his meals. Wow, all that was the first stage. But I like reading, so. Treatment by limb amputation. Don't worry about your injured leg. Remove her out of the flat. Only survivor is paid. You're always looking out to sea when you're alone. When I was but a wee babe, you'd pick me up, point out into the distance, and tell me that if I kept going that a ways, I'll see an ocean bluer than the sky above. That was 50 years ago. You look really young for being over 50. There's things that happened 100 years ago. You still haven't forgotten, senora. Oh, my little Perlita. If you had captained the ship across the churning waves like I had once had, seen lightning crash into lightning between the clouds, heard the unending peals of thunder, you'll never forget a moment of it in your entire life either. I'm mighty curious though. What's to see the old folks keep going on about really like? I've lived in this flat my whole life, so I don't get it at all, no matter how much I rack my brains. Before my old man died, he talked day in and day out about going out to sea, about how he followed you and Captain Cruz and filling your holds with treasures, so food your ships would be low in water. Your father was the nimblest topman I've ever seen. He'd climb masts like he was going in for a stroll in the garden. Seems there's not many sailors left who would actually see the sea for themselves. And that's my biggest worry, senora. Even with the compass leading the way, we lack seasoned sailors. When it comes to the sea, Perlita, we are all reckless, ignorant children. Nowadays, it's starting to feel like even heading out into the flat's more trouble than it's worth. A little Falby's told me that a particularly astounding fellow has come to Erra, and in the process cut off nearly all of our trade routes. Have they finally decided to take us seriously? He managed to sniff out all the sites we used to contact the caravans like some kind of beg beast. Okay, so that must be the dude. A few decades ago, the useless bastards in town couldn't even spot our footprints. Sailing the compass out from under the nose of a massive garrison. To the Inquisition, it might as well have been both humiliation and provocation. They'll do whatever they can to find us. It won't be easy. We're running out of time, and the boy won't budge. What do we do, Senora? What if he's telling the truth? That he's not an alchemist? I am absolutely certain he is one, Perlita. The coin in him has the symbols of her salt and water on his faces. A set of symbols particular to the school of alchemy, and that particular combination means look to the sea for life. Huh. I am familiar with the coin's former owner, Aulis, who was the most talented of the alchemists. Moreover, the boy has the same style of swordplay as him. Even their speech has similarities as well. Even if they knew each other, it doesn't mean he taught him anything. The coin could have been a gift. No. If Aulis gave that to someone, it could only mean he had an unusually high expectations for him. According to their traditions, the coin can only be passed from teacher to student. So why won't he admit it then? That puzzles me as well. I've already made it perfectly clear he has nothing to fear if he cooperates. Huh. Young Isidro bites down on the root of his tooth with great force, but he cannot stem the flow of stinging pain bubbling up from his gum. Before him, a former classmate's corpse lies under the foot of his mentor. The corpse's long, cold limbs are lined with an azure mucus that make him retch. Through the tears in his eyes, a gentle voice like flowing water pierces the depths of his heart. Why do you wipe away your tears, Isidro? You killed him. The sea and the land are as one. To mix them together is nothing more than erasing the barriers between them. He decided, of his own free will, to embrace the salt and water flowing within his own body, to share all of his existence with us. Is he a cultist? Azure mucus? Be not afraid, be not hateful, derisive, loathing. Shut not the windows, bar not the doors, close not your heart. No longer should there be polluted blood or shameful pain. There will come a day when all will give their all to each other. He sounds like one. Like Church of the Deep. Suddenly, the corpse on the floor jerks like a fin out of the water, letting out a gurgle of what sounds like grief, before falling flat once more. Isidro watches the corpse's eyelids slowly lift, revealing the eyes of some unfamiliar creature. Its lips open wide, and a voice, human yet unhuman, warbles out. You are the same as me. No. I will never be like you. I won't. Huh? You. What are you doing? Then it twists around his leg, trying to use his round body to cover his foot. A variety of sounds leak into the shed from his surroundings, some weeping, some arguing, but mostly cursing. Isidro hopes that they aren't cursing at him. Wait. He freezes in place as he hears his subconscious mind begin to turn. He sticks out his head, no guard outside his door. How unusual. A line of people walk through the middle of the haven, their heads hung low, their clothes smeared with blood. Those at the back of the line are dragging planks behind them, with people sporting heinous wounds lying atop them. The wounds are so deep their bones are visible, bandaged only with rags. The hell happened? Their blood has soaked into the planks, leaving behind long red streaks on the white salt. Only the occasional gasp stands as proof that they still live. Only half of them made it back. What happened out there? The Inquisition capitalists ambushed us at dawn on the only road out. A lot of our mates gave their lives to see us live, took everything we had to escape. The townsfolk don't have salt ships. How'd they get deep enough to the flat to even find you? Who knows? They're like ghosts. Like they don't feel pain. They don't even fall down if you cut them open. They just get right back to attacking you instead. They clerics in town barely knew the blade from the hilt. How could they pull out something like this? Oh, there you are, Teach. Where's the rest of your men? Managed to get them what needed doing? Heavy losses, just like you. There's another crew I haven't heard a peep from either. If this goes on, we won't have enough men to continue salvaging. Teach is about to say something when she spots Isidro among the crowd. She walks over, grabs him, and drags him to Russ. How'd you get out? No guard at the door. Bring him with you. Me? Aye. I say nay. I'm saying nay too. This is your problem. I'm not getting involved. If you want to eat, you have to work, Chalan. If not alchemy, then you'll have to offer something else. Why not just let me go already? Don't even think about it. Just prepare yourself to spend the rest of your days here. We're sorely low on manpower. Stop pulling me. Morning of the day after tomorrow, Russ. You bring the boy here. I'll go to the boss. What is even going on right now? You want to come along too? No. To the face. What is that thing? Oh, weedy. What? Put the luggage down here, Leaf. Elysium. I didn't expect Weedy. That's kind of cool. I don't think she... Weedy released so long ago. I don't think she ever really got an event. Like a proper event. So it's cool to see her in one. I don't understand. Why did you bring so much stuff with you? I haven't seen Thorns in a while, right? As his best friend, it's only natural that I have few things to give him. That's his best friend. Self-proclaimed, by the way. You could have let Leaf carry them. Why bother, when this is barely any... Mierda, the box broke open. Help tidy his stuff, Leaf. What a big bag. Cleanser, lotion. Oof, that's heavy. Why so many skincare products? How else am I supposed to protect myself from the scorching sun? I'm not having a repeat of the tragedy from my last holiday. Holiday? Aren't we here to find Thorns after he went missing? Bah, he's a big boy now. He can handle getting a little lost. Let's see, what's in the bag here? Oh right, clothes. Do you really need an entire suitcase full of outfits for this mission? As a representative of Rhodes Island, it's very important that I maintain a certain image. Wait, so which of these were you giving to Thorns? That package there, the one you're stepping on. Sunscreen, waterproof, cooling, whitening. Does he really need any of this? What kind of friend would I be if I let him burn to a crisp? Well, you know him better, so if you say so. Hey, careful with those. Watch what you're throwing. Someone's coming. We shouldn't block the street. We'll be holding a sermon for us tonight, Senor Alguacil. Also, I must thank you. My wife used to sneak into the kitchen every night to eat the grain he had stored away, while keeping to the teachings against gluttony by the day. Ever since hearing you preach, she hasn't sinned even once. Your teachings have cleansed her soul, and for that, I am grateful beyond words. I mean to share with everyone all my worldly possessions. You are far too humble, Senor. Senor Alguacil, please, allow me to hold your hand. Such frightful events have happened in Ireland lately, and I'm terribly afraid. You may, if it might bring you comfort. While I have never sinned, I was wondering if you could lay your hand on top of my head. Alright, no crowding, one at a time. Control yourself. Think about your request before your turn comes. Do not take up too much of the Alguacil's time. The locals here seem a little odd. Probably because they trusted the Inquisition. Maybe. Wonder who's in charge here. Might help the two of you. Ah, that would be amazing. Who should I call you, amigo? Anastasio is my name. This dude's really popular. That's for sure. Everyone who sees him stops to greet him. Calificador Silver is waiting inside. Pray, enter. Ah, the burden of those cursed with charm. I know it all too well, amigo. At least he was stupid, bro. Pardon. Is this man your... Oh, we're just colleagues. Honestly, I barely know him. I'm afraid we do not have what we need to hold a proper reception for you, my guests. The town granary was recently burned down by bandits, so I'm afraid we're all going a bit hungry before the next caravan arrives. Don't worry about it. We brought our own food. And we're truly sorry for this. I believe we have yet to formally introduce ourselves. This is Field Operator Elysium, and I'm Engineering Operator Weedy, both from Rose Island Pharmaceuticals. You're an engineer then? Yes, I am. Are you familiar with the mechanics behind wind-powered light ships? Well, my specialty is bioengineering, so I can't say I'm too familiar with mechanical engineering. However, based on my limited knowledge, I'd say it would be difficult to realize. It's different from seaborne ships. If the materials aren't robust enough, the ship will fall apart the moment it tries to move. Great streak of hair. What if we use steel for the keel? I'm afraid that will make them too heavy. That's precisely why it's difficult to make wind-powered ones. Then would you say making such a land ship is near impossible? No. I'm sure someone could come up with the design. Once we manage to work out the kinks, the actual construction shouldn't be too difficult. Well, if we're talking about today's Iberia trapped in its own web, it wouldn't be much more difficult than making a traditional land ship. I see. Patiently waves his hand. Look, I'm terribly sorry, but shouldn't we, talk business first? For example, the whereabouts of my friend. Dios mío, forgive me. I got carried away. Could you describe him for me? Oh, you almost executed him. That's crazy. There's no way. There's no way he'll do something like that. Calm down, Senor Elysium. I am simply stating the facts. What you're saying is that a Rhodes Island operator colluded with bandits from the salt flat, both in stealing the corpses of the townspeople and arranging a rescue from his execution. He never mentioned Rhodes Island during the interrogation, but the crimes are real. There must be some sort of misunderstanding here. I regret to inform you that all the information we have points towards him being this criminal. I said stop following me already. Show me a little more respect, chaval. I'm treating it the way I would treat any of you. Which clearly isn't respectful enough, and it's far more useful than you are. I thought it was your emergency rations. It's practically the boss's heart and soul. Who dare harm a skull on his head? Besides, it's got far sharper senses than us out in the flat. How else are we supposed to find anything under all that salt? What are you looking for? I wonder if it's like a beast skin or something. What else? Relics of the Golden Age. Sometimes high-tech curios. Sometimes luxury items or whatever else. Good money either way. But doesn't the Inquisition crack down on these sorts of excavations for Golden Age antiques? They may not like it, but the caravans sneaking into Iberia sure do. We trade these trinkets for water and supplies. It beats begging, that's for sure. So it's smuggling. Don't give me that look. You think it's easy living out here? But you, chaval. Every last one of the materials we got you for your alchemy, down to the smallest fin bone, was bought by the blood, sweat, and tears of our crew. So think it over. If you know you can't do it, then don't waste our booty. What are you suggesting? Do a little hoo-ha during your alchemy, show the boss you failed, and give her a reason to back down from this madness. Can't you just, I don't know, let me go? So why not tell her that yourself? Don't want her to think we're against the plan. We respect her. Fear her. Fear. Well, I suppose she is an amazing fighter. There's better reasons to be afraid of her. Juana stops in her tracks, as though she sensed something in the wind. She looks behind her. She sees no trace of any living creature, besides her own footprints left on the desolate salt flat. She breathes a sigh of relief and continues onward. There's a giant skeleton in front of her, and below it, a dark shadow. She steps into the shadow and disappears. Huh? There was a mutiny back in the day, but only a few old bastards still remember it. Someone said, in front of everyone, that she'd been working with the sea monsters, that she offered her entire crew up for freakish strength and longevity. You mean the Seaborn? Whatever they're called. Oh, so she might be from the Church of the Deep too. Or a cultist. Maybe. I mean, she seemed to know the other dude really well. Thorns' mentor. Whatever they're called. At the time, the sea had only just retreated, and the monsters were still running wild. It was thanks to Captain Cruz and his crew risking life and limb that most of them were cleared out. And Captain Cruz, they all died out in the flat. Well, almost all. Juana was the only one to come back. And when she did, she took over the entire fleet. Anyone who didn't want to follow her ended up dying one by one, on hunting trips or in Inquisition ambushes. You said those were just rumors. Even Teach was but a lass when this all went down. So you think she isn't actually trying to fix the compass to help everyone find a way out? Mayhaps. It could be part of a much bigger plan. Nobody knows what she really wants. Are you the only one who suspects her, Senor Rus? There's a few of us. What about Senor Javier? No. That boy has never doubted her for a second. She's taken care of him for so long. He sees her as a mother. She took him under her wing after his mother died. Those Seaborn and the rumors. Have any of the sailors even seen one? Or ever seen one? Nope, not a one. Gloop. What's his problem? Looks like then they found something. Stow the sails, you scallywags. Drop anchor. We're sitting down. Wait, what if that thing can hear them and like relays information somehow? You heard him. Get digging. Remember to bring your shovel and your sword, Chaval. Don't even think about running. I have someone keep an eye on you. And the stage.
では勝利の知らせを待っててくださいね。
Can I hit this one from the back? Eat salt, sucker. Okay. Interesting.
追跡開始。
Booze barrel protects his lunar to deal with physical damage in an area where enemies put physical dodge. Ooh, physical dodge. Huh. Oh god, what? Jesus.
僕からこの戦いを止めてすっと
Oh, that is strong. Jesus Christ.
目標地点に到着しました
I did not expect that.
I won't sleep on the job
Oh, there's another one coming. Oh, Jesus.
Here I am
Oh, Jesus.
In position.
I think I already screwed up. Yeah. Okay.
No need to look back. We'll greet each other with a smile next time.
Holy hell.
私が留守の間はくれぐれも身の安全にお
Let
気をつけ
me
ください
not. Okay, build up.
持ちこたえてください
What do I do with these guys? First attackers use booze barrel to deal heavy physical damage in an area. Okay. could just bait him, right?
Leave it to us.
Ooh, I know, we think.
このまま行こう。
何でしょうか。お後をしません。
Yeah, they're. Oh, oh, shit.
ここは安全です。ここです。
了解。
何でしょうか。一撃を食らえ。
Alright, well, those guys are gonna be interesting to deal with.
何でしょうか。経験だけに頼るものじゃないんです。Leave it to us.
Pretty tanky too. And this is just
了解です。 このまま行こう。
nothing else. Oh, is that from Steward? Okay, I think it's just high defense. A ship's log. You recognize that? It's something mariners used to use to record what happened on their voyages. So you've seen a lot of this sort of thing? See, my teacher taught me many things. Must have had guts to do that. So are you going to stand behind me and commentate all day, or think it was my idea, Chivo? Muso told me to keep a close eye on you. I'm sure you can do that without literally breathing down my neck. Huh. Oh, that says. That sound. I know that sound. Isidro looks around vigilantly, warned by the sound of the salt wind. Behind the sailor, he sees a familiar dent appear on the surface of the salt. Out of the way, salt fin incoming. Oh, it's tiny. You got fin shit for brains? You shoved me aside for this? Think it was one of them giant salt fins or something? Shut up. If it were, the whole ground would be shaking. One of these small fry just leaves a little dent is all. Not a baby? Besides, they're the same sort of critter as Nene. What's it gonna do? Cutter you to death? What's that crazy puta even need a guy as stupid as you anyway? They're the same species? Oh, there's variations. There's more than one variety of salt fin out there? Yep, about 10 or so types, big and small. Some of your cells are made from leather. Are they? Salt fin hide. Also use it for tents. And the meat you hang out to dry outside. Salt fin meat. Your weapons? Salt fin bones. And those guys are... They ain't the same. Won't hurt them unless we really have to. The crazy puta loves them to death. Once tried to haul some abroad to raise them, but a day away from their friends and they lose all the spirit. She had to give up that local plan. Then why is that one part of the crew? Nene was abandoned by its mates. Couldn't keep up with them thanks to its weak body. Looking for it, she went to pick it up. They're leaving? That's normal. They don't stay in one place for too long. They seem to be communicating. One after the other, the salt fin drills into the salt, speeding off into the distance. Their tracks slice and intertwine, leaving the salt surface looking like a cracked mirror. They fascinate Isidro. He climbs up on the jagged rock, hoping to get a better look at where the cracks are headed from a higher vantage point. He stands at his peak, and to his surprise, he sees an immense gash barreling towards him, swallowing up any salt reefs or skeletons in its path. He realizes the salt fins weren't leaving, they were fleeing. No, that's definitely not normal. You see something? Move, quickly! Here's the big one. In an instant, the ground splits into a gaping maw, threatening to devour the two as they sprint away. Tusk stumbles as he tries to flee, the collapsing earth grabbing at his ankle. He screams in terror. Isidro grabs hold of his arm, but he soon finds out he is powerless against nature's brute strength. Just as the two are about to get swallowed whole, the collapse miraculously stops. The sailor's lower leg is wedged to the jagged earth, now nothing more than a bloody, mangled mess. What's going on over there? The salt split open. I think someone fell in. Go have a look then, quick. Are we going now? Get back here, you Capullo. Don't even think about running. Hey, don't leave me here by myself. Your criminals will be over soon. You'll be fine. Where are you going? Not sure. Somewhere you can't find me. No, you can't go. Wilson's orders. I have to keep an eye on you. I haven't been here to see you for so long. All is going according to plan. Yes, we've taken a few risks, but they were worth it. Soon we will set ourselves once more and return to the ocean's embrace. Are you happy for me? The sound of metal scraping against stone echoes out from the cave, followed by a slender seaboard slowly slithering its way out, its form warped and twisted. Each of its tentacles is wrapped around the weapon. As their points and edges drag across the stone walls, they keenly wail. It slowly approaches the salt fin meat and slowly eats away at it, its eyes fixed on Wanda the entire time. She meets his gaze, quietly waiting for the seaboard's reply. But in her heart, she knows that it's no more than a beast without a speck of intellect or humanity. We will leave this place, this desert of salt, no matter the price. Wanda turns and exits the cave, leaving behind only the seaboard, thrashing around like a caged animal now that it has finished its meal. Rocks fall from the ceiling until finally it ceases its struggle for a way out, slowly calming down in the darkness. Is it really that hard to escape the sea of salt? I mean, I'm sure there's land that borders the ocean, right? Dios mío, what happened here? Did that boy do this? No, it was my fault. But he ran away. Forget him. You lot come over and help pull him out. Ah, my leg. Boss in his leg. Speak up. I don't think we can save it. We need to call a surgeon. When's the last time we had a surgeon? But only a surgeon knows how to cut it off right. Else he'll bleed to death. I don't want to die here. Save me, bosun. Save me. Says guy. I'm here. I know what to do. Chaval. He'll live. I guarantee it. Good. Get over here. Bite down on the hilt. Hard. This will sting a little. Just bear with it. Rip leg. Unless she can't because of the Inquisition. Thorns. How could they do you dirty like this on your own wanted poster? What's with that picture? This dude. Why are you so quick to concede that it's Thorns now? Wouldn't you just insisted that it was a mistaken identity? One of those bandits forced him into it. Or maybe he was framed. He's not much of a talker. I can definitely see him putting his foot in his mouth while explaining himself. If he is the upstanding young man you say he is, then surely he's dead by now, killed by either the bandits or by the dangers of the salt flat. No. What exactly would they do to him? They like to... No. You will be happier not knowing. We've done all we can to keep them away from town, but they've still managed to abduct some of our best and brightest. Their leader is a vile monster, able to corrupt the hearts of others. Oh. Time to start cooking. Who touched my kitchen? That smell. It's coming from the pot over there. Stewed fin hearts. This is Senora Juana's specialty. But they went bad ages ago. Better put that fire out. Interesting scene. During the profound silence, most of Arran was submerged under the sea. Only the small part on top of the hill avoided that grim fate, but it too shortly fell to chaos as the harvest failed. The pirates sailed in before the seawater retreated. They claimed they would bring order to Arran. But in truth, they only wished to burn, kill, and maim, forcing the townsfolk to surrender to the reign of terror. Everything they saw was put to the torch. Fire, help, fire, the pot blew up. Mierda, why is there a fire here? Javier, you dried out piece of fit shit. How many times do I have to tell you not to let this useless cockeyed bastard in the kitchen until he gets some glasses? Oh, it was fin oil. Sorry, it was not blurry to me. Out of my sight, dumbass. Where the hell's Javier? Get over here, put out this fire already. Quick, cover it with salt. Ah, my clothes. I just sewed up that fin leather coat. Roast fin leather smells pretty good. Oh, we're back and forth here. Even if he is lucky enough to be alive, the bandits themselves live harsh lives in the wastes. Surely they wouldn't treat their captives well. He's most likely dying of hunger and thirst at this very moment. Are you alright, Alicia? I'm fine. Senor Calificador, please, continue. Needless to say, we can only pray it does nothing to incur their wrath. Their punishments are as barbaric as they are capricious. They'll slit open bellies or chop off the hands or feet over the slightest offense. I think they'll twist the law like that. Slit open bellies or chop off hands and feet, you say? Yeah. Get some rum, have him a swig, or give him a swig. Russ, how's my leg? Alright, lie down, stay calm. Your leg's still out in the flat. It won't hurt any longer. We've been looking after you here, says. Don't worry, the surgery was a success. You won't be dying today. Oh. I just cut his leg off. I can't call it a surgery. He's alive. That's surgery enough for us. Oh, he's not the one who lost his leg. Calm down, Elysium. You're starting to suggest that these bandits have killed him. I don't want to think too much about the possibility, but where will we even go to find out? Witty does not answer. In the distance, several corpses hang from a pole outside of town, swinging in the wind. A fowl lands atop it, feasting on the carrion. Oh, you two are guests of the Inquisition. Those were bandits caught by the Alguacil. They were hanged, all according to the teachings. Their bodies will serve as a warning to others of their kind. Dead if you stick with the bandits, dead if you come back looking like a bandit. Thorns. Hey, Ovid, you still want that paper you're holding? Nah, I don't need it anymore. Here, take it. Gracias. Finally found something to stick my bed together with. Huh? Isn't this... What? Have you seen him before? Of course I have. I even sheltered him for a night. Lots of bones. The fleet's heading out to the flat to hunt dolphins in a few days. I'd like the boy to come along. We lost a lot of men this month, and our surgeon and navigators sacrificed themselves to get us out of the Inquisition's trap. I think he can fill in for their posts. That's how you plan to fix our manpower problem? I only let him help on the salvage ship because of the teacher's guarantee. But did he not almost run away today? And now you're telling me you want him to join you on the Finch ship. Senora, I know he's a precious alchemist, but he's great with the sword too, and knows his medicine. He'll be real handy during the hunt. You might as well open the door and let him leave. He'll find no shortage for opportunities to escape out there. I'm a pirate, Russ. We're not the most kind-hearted sort. Please, Senora, we must wait too many men these last few tussles with the Inquisition. You're not the only one in this fleet who needs them. We all do. He's far from a good little boy, you know. In fact, he's rather naughty. How are you sure he does as he's told? He never met Pasquala before, but he still saved her started behind when the Inquisition was chasing her down, and saw her safely to town. Didn't ask for a reward either. He could have let Cesta die, but he didn't. Chose to come back and help us save him. He's a good kid, an honest kid. As long as we show him how much we need him, he won't just sit back and watch us suffer. Any other news from the crew? Nothing yet. Nothing about our food supplies for the next month at least. Fine, he can go with you. Okay. So the boy was your friend then? A fine young man. Such a shame what happened. And in the prime of his youth. Alright, fine. I'm going to find him myself. Elysium. Witty, Thorns is definitely out there, waiting for us to save him. Here, a communicator. You stay in town. I'll head out into the salt flat. Huh? What? Homie ain't leaving the homie behind. If anything happens here, contact me. I'll keep in touch. Take care. Elysium? Wait for me, Thorns. I'm coming. Why do you kids never let me finish? You were trying to say. It's a shame a fine young man like that will come back to Iberia just to learn a bit of swordplay. Wouldn't it be better to live out the rest of your days in some other country? This bread is burnt. Should still be edible at least. That bunch of useless pricks. I'll cave their skulls in one day, mark my words. Luckily we didn't lose too much. Why are you stacking on a lip of charcoal? Because I'm hungry. Toss that out and come with me. You got a lot to learn before you could join the Finship crew. Finship? What Finship?
皆さんのご活躍、本当に目を見張るものでした。素晴らしかったですよ。
EP3. Dance of it. The hell's that word? Exsanguination? Sanguination? The blood spilled by a man beats like paint swallows swept across the pale salt flat. She is the only one who would see it as a dance. 2 blue boxes. I'm actually gonna use blue.
I'm ready.
For this one. Thank you for dinner, Javi. It was delicious. Senora Juana, I have some questions. Go on then. No need to hold back. I feel it's a little risky to be hunting such a massive salt fin with the men we have. Wouldn't it be safer to go after a school of smaller ones? These salt fin schools we've reeled in have been far too small. We'll need a lot more alchemical materials for what is to come. We've already prepared plenty. Still far from enough. The compass was just the beginning. We'll need so much more once we enter the ocean. Boss, the last cook, said you'd like to make some crazy decisions. Most of the time, it makes our blood run hot with excitement. But other times, it makes our blood turn to ice. Yet he was ever loyal to me, supporting even those decisions that made him freeze up inside. Is that what you expect from me too? No. Which is why he's the previous cook and you're the new one. Do you really wish to spend the rest of your life worrying about your next meal? This is our chance. Seize it, and all of our problems will vanish forever. The ocean managed to nurture the entirety of the Golden Age, but our entire fleet can't even compare to your average gang of smugglers. But the salt flat has nurtured us for decades. It hasn't been easy, but you've led us through the years. The flat is too barren for us, and the ocean is too dangerous for us. Think about the townsfolk. They would like nothing more than to be rid of us, and their net draws ever closer. You were never afraid of them. It's not them that I'm afraid of. It's the flat. Its ecosystem is about to collapse. That fissure was just the beginning. Survey teams are reporting that large voids have appeared beneath the salt flat, where underground rivers have dried up. Voids. The underground rivers are drying up. The number of microorganisms has dropped sharply, and with it, the number of salt fins has feed upon them. It's been a long time since one of our fin ships encountered a large school of salt fins. Why didn't you tell us? What was I supposed to say? That we're finished if we don't escape this place? What would that accomplish other than causing a panic? Is this the only way then? Yes, it's the only way. I feel like she's bullshitting, but we'll see. A little to the left, thanks. Yes, now a little harder. That was a long day. Learning to catch saltfish with Senor Rose. Ah, my aching shoulders. Yes, that's the spot. Just give it a massage. Then it stops even harder on Isidro's back as he inhales and exhales deeply. Nene. Never mind, you wouldn't understand. It's not like I don't want to help you at all. Wait. It's not like I don't want to help you all. When I was little, a beggar taught me a few tricks just to earn scraps on the streets. But when I met my mentor, he told me those weren't tricks. It was alchemy. Oh. I was fascinated by alchemical studies. It earned me praise from my mentor and recognition from my peers. And most importantly, I was no longer a street urchin with nothing to my name. I was worth something. That is, until I learned the most fundamental nature of that school of alchemy. Isidro pauses, then it stops stomping and looks up perplexedly. You can never abandon what you have, Isidro. You fear you will go back to having nothing if you fail. But the nature of alchemy is to achieve your goal, devoting everything to it, no matter the cost, the stakes, everything, to return a chance. Or the return. Why is it that only our alchemy was used to sail the seas? Because the ocean demands such quality. Sensing Isidro's depression, Nene lies down on his back and chirps gently. Russ was right. You all just want to live a decent life. Repairing the compass and going to sea, it's not worth the risk. But I'm curious, how exactly is Juana's compass constructed? The corazones inside, does it truly point towards whatever your heart yearns for the most, as the stories say? If I just had the chance to study it. Did you fall asleep? I'm curious, what's going on in my own heart? Flowers. Dr. Añora was the first to plant them in town, decades ago, for use in ointments. Ah, I have seen them before, in the halls of the Bastion de Canticos. I've never been. All I know is that it is the first flower to bloom from the salted earth of Iron, after so many years of being besieged by the sea. The townsfolk used to give me these as a token of appreciation, I think. Now, I feel I should be offering them to you. No, senor. I am unworthy. Had you not taken those measures towards the caravans to obtain the predator burden beast, we could have never gone after those despicable bandits in the salt flat. I did no more than what must be done. Your duty, of course. I believe you mentioned you are after a forbidden relic the bandits have stolen. What sort of relic could it possibly be to bring you all the way to this barren land? A compass. There are thousands of antique compasses from old Iberia. None like this, This is what corrupts the heart. It points towards the user's deepest desires, judged from the depths of the heart. Or so it is said. Well, that's what Thorns says too, so I guess it's not a lie. But those who cast their eyes towards such base desires can never turn back. It drives them to theft, robbery, murder. They cannot stop themselves, try as they might. You really think so? It is simply the truth. Is this what you've been preaching to the townsfolk these past few days? It was not I who preached. The people here already understood this truth more profoundly than I ever have. Someone had already revealed it to them. Perhaps you? Yes, it was me. It was I who issued those prohibitions. Why stop them? Why lift the prohibition? Look at this town. No one here dares touch the new goods and technologies that caravans bring. No one dares leave their house after dark. They dare not fill their stomachs, even in years of plenty. Every word I used to shackle these poor people has continued to shackle them. They see it differently. Was it not your deeds that helped them lay aside their dreams and laments for wealth and power? Was it not your words that encouraged them to take up the hoe and scythe? Times have changed, Señor Alguacil. Times never change, Señor Cualificador. The deepest desires of the heart should never be probed. Not by anyone, not anywhere. Never. Salt fins, ahoy. 2 meters wide, 18 long. Now that's a big one. Chase them down. Full speed ahead. Harpoons ready. Hard to port. Full speed. Harpoons up. Hey yo. In the waves, the big one rolls. Stomp the planks. Hoist the sails. Round the high winds swell. Hey ho, up we go. Before the sun sinks low. What you watching from a corner for, chaval? Oh, nothing. Ugh. Watch yourself. But the shaking is a good thing. Means we're getting close. Where'd the boss put you? Reeling in the net from here, or jingling the hunt and the salts? Senora Juana won't let me leave the ship. I don't get it. With your sword in hand, you'd be way more useful in the hunt. She didn't give me any particular job either. Just told me to do whatever I can. Weird. She's usually so detailed. Maybe the sense relaxed for the new guy? I see it. Pinch shit, that's a big one. Lower the boat, don't let it get away. Wait, it's turning. Full rudder. It's running into us. Not in the best mood, big guy. Well, my mood couldn't be better. Change your plans, Perlita. Javier stays aboard. I'll lead the hunt myself. No, Senora. You haven't led a hunt in ages. Do as I say. Javier, come back. Take the helm. It's too dangerous, Senora. This was too much for you, Javier. Stay in the ship. I needed to work for me. Then what should I do? Clean the salt reef in the shape of a tongue. Heard it there was salt rounds. I'll handle the rest. Aye aye. Full rudder. Hang tight. The salt ship makes a hard turn to starboard, but not quite quickly enough to avoid brushing against the side of the charging salt fin. Cold sweat rolls down everyone's back at the grating sound. Hanging onto a fence for dear life, Isidro looks towards where the sound came from. He sees a massive salt fin swim past the ship, sending stinging salt grates flying across the deck. How could a salt fin grow this big? I thought that the last one was the biggest I'd ever seen. No, chaval. Even I've never seen one this big. What? We never hunt ones this big, not by choice. This is loco. Going way over our heads. Load, aim, fire. port broadside fire. Aim for the eyes and nostril. Hitting the shell won't do a damn thing. And Senora Juana in position. Boss. She just went down. You gotta stop the hunt. We're way over our heads. And how will we eat tomorrow? We don't hunt today. What's the matter, Russ? It's twice as big as any other Sulfin. Only the leader of a school could grow this big. So you'd expect us to have a whole school behind it, but I sure don't see one. Get to the point, Professor. Either it lost its school or it was abandoned. Either way, it's mad. Real mad. Does Senora Juana know about this? It was her plan. She's toying with our lives again. And that thing decides to bring us down with it. We're all... Teach. Senora and the hunting team have already left. It's too late to back down. Don't listen to the rest of the crew now. We can't afford a panic. Keep firing, Javier. I'd rather die on the hunt today than of starvation in a month. Boss, can we really just take on this big guy? Of course, and we'll win. Wait for it to turn and aim for the gaps in this shell. If you can hit the nostril, all the better. It's coming straight for us. Roll, hard forward. Aye aye. Oh, gente, Wilhelm. Harpoon's ready. Now. Good, keep it up. It's too strong. I can't hold this rope much longer. I'm with you. All hands again. Good, someone hit the nostril. Hold that rope like your life depends on it. 30 meters left. Keep holding on. 20 meters. 10 meters. We're out of rope. Just a little more. It's coming out of the salt layer. Now, reel it in. Juana rides her boat towards the salt fin as the rope is reeled in. A thick hide has been pierced by dozens of harpoons, blood seeping out from the wounds. Listening to its heavy, rapid breathing, Juana knows that its life is coming to an end. She cannot help but place her hand on the massive figure, feeling its life flow out of it little by little until the salt fin closes its eyes, still raging against the dying of the light with its last breath. Phew, finally. We did it! Hail the salt ship. Have them come for us. Aye aye. Wait. Look out, Senora. It's not dead yet. Juana feels the gaze filled with overwhelming malice upon her. She looks up at its eyes, filled with hatred and anger. The next instant, the salt fin begins flailing violently, sending blood-stained salt falling over the sailors like rain. It breaks free of the ropes, leaving behind only the harpoon still impaled in its hide. It raises its tail fin high. Retreat, retreat. No. Several boats are quickly stepped into by the salt fin's attack, and their air is filled with screams of injured sailors. The sound seems to fill Juana with a certain resolve. She charges towards the rampaging salt fin and grabs one of the harpoons on its back. It leaps out, trying to shake her off. It's too dangerous, Senora. Let go. No, this one's mine. As long as I still breathe. The salt fin sweeps aside the boats in front of it and swims into the distance, carrying Juana on its back. It does so with astounding speed, like an arrow from a bow or a dying star. Faster. We have to catch it. Stop. That's as far as we can go. The beast dragged Juana into the skeletal reef. Javier. You were right, Russ. I should have knocked you out. Not the first time. I know how you can get. But listen for once. We can't chase her. The steam in the skeletal reef will tear our ship apart. If you won't go, give me a boat. I'll find her. No one survives that place. Not us. Not Juana can. Are you with me or not, Teach? Don't be reckless, Javier. You're just gonna let her die? No one wants to lose our leader. But we can't lose you too. She liked you. If something happens to her, you have a responsibility for what comes next. I'll go. Maybe so, Teach, but she won't die. I won't let her. Who's with me? Count me in. And me. Would you mind if I join you? The sailors part to let Isidro through. If it isn't our resident alchemist, I figured you'd keep your mouth shut forever. What could you possibly do, Chaval? I can help you get out of that valley alive. Destreza. We're ready, Senor Silver. Good. Take them in at my command. Yes, sir. Are you sure those bandits will pass through here, Senor Aguasi? Oh, they're at the salt flat now. Yes, they're short on supplies. Sulfurs are their only food source in the salt flat. From what the caravans tell us, they must travel through this passage when they return from a hunt. Exhausted by the quarry, they will be no match for us. Good. With this ambush, it will all be over. Things will improve in town once we have the bandits' technology and supplies. Right, Anastasio? I think his name means anesthesia. Usually say it with an A, but I guess it's male dominant. Anastasio mutters something, but Silver does not hear it. He simply gazes upon the vast salt flat before him, as if seeing the town's prosperous future out there. Huh. Right. Let me...
I won't sleep on the job.
Yeah, idiots.
持ちこたえてください。
Lucky
お後
thing.
をしません。
Notes to hovering. After losing nods to hovering, becomes stunned for a few seconds once you get off again. The speed briefly increases. Take it down for the first time. Oh. Jesus.
Sweet there you are. ここは安全です。
Okay, well, I don't really have a way to stun him with this crew, but
OK
Here I am.
oh, so much health. I already felt cool.
分かった。
痛い。ポップカル怪我した。
I wanted to hurt it before,
分
like,
かった。
they got the movement speed boost right here, but has a bit more health than I
I
thought.
won't sleep on the job. 了解です。命令があるし、あれを経験だけに頼るものじゃない
I
んで
don't
す。
know if any will spawn down here. I don't want to, like, accidentally.
OK
持ちこたえてください。
分かった。
Here I am.
Should probably disappear, actually.
I've arrived.
Oh god, what's that? Had a cannon.
ここは安全です。
凍りつけ。
それ
Oh, this is for me.
There you are. Here I am.
Oh god, these guys. I don't like that.
命令があれば従うまでです。
Understood.
倒れろ。
ドクター
What are you?
ドラマは行こう。
Here I am.
Bathed in fresh blood.
There you go. Watch out, steam pillar. So this is your brilliant plan, to have us all die here. Sorry, I'll be more careful. The test tube that Isidro throws bursts in midair, creating a golden mist. The mist is soon dispersed by a faintly red jet of air, followed by a powerful burst of steam. This will let us predict the steam bursts. But I don't have too many left. We'll need to hurry. Huh. Wreckage ahead, Javier. Watch out. I could blow it up. No need. I know what you can do, chaval. Okay. The ship looks like it's been here for a while. It's the first salt ship Juana ever built. She thought it could take us through the skeletal reef and back to sea. She failed. And lost almost everything. You see any trace of the boss? Yes, not far enough. The ship continues sailing, past a row of towering bone spikes. The cracks running through the surface are filled with blood. Salt from blood. Don't let it get to you. Isidro picks up a piece of salt that rolled down from the cliffs and throws it out. He opens his palm and finds it sticky with the blood from the salt. There's blood everywhere. What kind of fight happened here? Is the boss even alive? We'll find out soon. Past the bone pillars, a massive salt fin lies lifeless on the ground, its skull punctured by a helm wheel. The master of the wheel lays on its back, blood dripping down her feet. Senora. Juana, no. They disembark and climb the beast's back. Javier touches the woman's arm. It is still warm, but the fact fills him with even more sorrow. I'm sorry, we were too late. Yes, you were. Senora. And there I was, hoping I wouldn't need to do all the work myself. Are you okay, boss? You're covered in blood. It's not mine. They put up a good fight, but I outlasted it. You got anything to drink, Isidro? Of course. Ooh. Our first CG, well, second CG. Nice. Oh, we can see the creature. Damn, she stabbed it with her damn wheel thing? Juana takes the bottle, climbs down the salt fin's back, and sits down, leaning against it. She takes a few swigs and looks at the crowd that had gathered with a smile on her face. Selfing Garun, what a shame. What I wouldn't do for some fine room right now. Right about now. Could you lend me a shoulder, Isidro? I have to admit, I'm rather spent after all that. Me? I'll do it. Let the boy do it. You folks can start butchering this salt food. And take that wheel out for me, won't you, Javi? Si, senora. Over here, boy. Alright. Now, you never rush a lady. Always let her finish her business. Find out unhurriedly, douse the liquid in the bottle, casually tossing the bottle cap into the air and catching it with her other hand. Isidro can only watch and wait. There's movement in Juana's throat from time to time. She takes her time swallowing. Or rather, it takes a great effort for her to swallow. Why are you hiding your injury? Just hold on to me. Steady now. Listen, Joven. I can't get hurt. Fleet morale has been shaky enough already. I have to seem invincible. You just gave them an entire month's worth of meals. They'll take care of you. I'm not worried about betrayal, but if I go down, they'll think the situation is dire. And that's when they start panicking. So, keep me steady. I don't want to fall on my face in front of everyone. Your ribs are crap. I can't hold you too hard. It's alright, I can take it. Cracked ribs are no joke. I've never felt it, but I heard it's a bitch. Señor Calificador, there's a salt ship approaching from the southwest. Hand me your scope. Seems like they've had quite the catch. Just look at that thing they're dragging behind. Would you like to see for yourself? No need. I'll give the order to attack. Silver races his spyglass. Through the round lens, he sees a skull flag flapping in the wind. In all his years on the salt flat, he had never looked forward to it so much. How is it? Enough for everyone, and then some. Good. Then we'll have plenty of materials to repair the compass. I guess. Senora, Yes? Leave the rest to me. You're tired. You need to rest. I suppose you're right. I know I can count on you. Need any help getting back to your quarters? Just do your job. I'm exhausted, not crippled. Aye. Got a question, chaval. Yeah? Is the boss hurt? Why would you think that? There's nothing wrong with her. Don't lie to me. Liars get lashes in the screw, you know. Of course. Are you worried? Of course I am. She never shows weakness in front of the others. I hardly ever see her get injured, but for some reason, she keeps getting new scars. If she's hurt, I don't want her to hide it from us. She'll be fine. Target in range. Fire at will. Here we go. So I'm about to go down. What was that? It's the Inquisition. Where's my wheel? They came for our quarry. For your... I'll go. Just wait inside. I think he knows she's hurt. And watch as the Inquisition takes what's mine. Never. Juana. Promise me you'll... Look out. What the... Ambush, take cover. Yet it's the Inquisition. What's going on? Wish I knew. Someone must have leaked our hunting route. Teach, those fishes came for our catch. Tell me something I don't know. What about the guards? They were caught by surprise. We got casualties. Tell them to pull back. What about the Sulphur? Is that meat more important than our lives? Full speed ahead, shake them. I'm not part of your crew though. I'll check on the Sulphur. The guards around the Sulphur have been neutralized. We cut the rope. They can't pull the meat with them. And the remaining pirates? Hiding inside the ship. A shame. We could have taken the ship too if we had more men. What of the Alguacil? We want to pursue the ones who fled. Tell him to return. We have the salt fin. No need to overextend ourselves. Oh, he has other goals, dude. Senor. A massive helm wheel flies towards Silver. He's just back in the nick of time and almost falls backwards. A woman in black leaps down from the salt ship, catching the flying helm wheel in her hand. Who do you think you're going with my catch, Lucifer? You, the corrupting Aegir. Oh, it's you, Hogan. I think you might grow up a little. When you became Calificador, but it seems you're no different from your treacherous predecessor, Silver. Always looking to stab people in the back. Did you expect to be treated kindly, sinner? Was I being too nice? Would you prefer to continue this conversation with the sword? Did you perhaps think that by killing the arbiter of justice, you would become one? I was wondering what got you bold enough to venture to the salt flat. You found the backer. That woman is the leader of the pirates, Senor Alguacil. Then you're the mastermind behind the theft of the compass. Tell me, do you cling to it even now? And what Loatham's desires has it drawn out from you? Damn it, my wounds can't dodge. Yeah, Thorns is always saving everyone on the ship, by the way. I think he's putting like almost all the main crew members out of the way from like some harm or danger. Every single time. Are you out of your mind? He almost hit you. Silence, Hovick. Do you think I wanted to get hit? We need to get back to the ship. That guy's too strong for us. We can't fight him like this. Ah, we meet again. Then you shall receive judgment together. We need to go. Then keep prepared, while we're exhausted. If you're not going to help, then stay out of the way. Teachers gave the order to sail. You'll be left behind. The ship needs to shake them. We can't wait for you. You go back. Why not try to stand if I cannot find the strength? The Alguacil and warrior priest approach. In the distance, Silver stands atop her catch with a smug expression. Enough food to feed the fleet for a month. Importing materials for repairing the compass. She cannot afford to lose it if she is to return to the ocean. Senora Juana, come back. Juana hears Javier's voice calling to her from the ship's stern. Grab Juana, chaval. We're throwing the ladder down. Blood. Your wounds have opened up. What are you waiting for? Get up here. She must not pass out. Her crew needs her. There's a future she must lead her fleet into. She made a promise to Cruz. Don't let them get away. Yes, sir. Senora Juana. Juana. Senora Juana. Shut up. She can withstand the pain and darkness back no longer. They overcome her. No. Juana, you're awake. Don't worry, we're safe. Where's Teach? She's busy elsewhere. I'm here by your side. What about the boy? Where did he go? Did he run away? No, he brought you back. Do you want to see him? I can go get him. What is he doing? He's with Teach, treating the crew members who were injured in the attack. I'm sorry. This ointment hurts when it's applied, but the bleeding should stop soon. Now shut up and stop whining. Go on. Ugh, I can't take it. How's it going on your end? Not much we can do. Bury the dead in the sauce as soon as we can. Aye, come with me, chaval. Cesc wants to see you. Is he hurt? Got shot in the liver. He's on his last legs. Said he wanted to see you. Take me to him. Isidro makes his way through the wounded, a bowl of hot soup in hand. Amongst the many pale faces, he sees a familiar one, smiling at him with what little strength it has left. He sits beside the wounded man and smiles back. You're damn ugly when you smile, you know that? Sounds like you're in good spirits. Here, I brought you some soup. You'll feel better. No, don't waste it. Thanks for coming to see me, and for saving my hide back then. I wanted to ask, why did you save me? I thought I was going to die so many times over my journeys. But every time I was lucky enough to meet someone who cared. I know how it feels to be waiting for death. It's not pleasant. I never knew a damn thing about you. Tell me more. You got a home? No, I don't. A family? Not any I grew up with. My parents left when I was very young. I see. How about you tell me where you learned your bag of tricks? Sure. Some different people took pity on me and taught me how to survive. Bits and pieces here and there. There was a teacher who taught me how to use a sword. We lived together for a long time. I learned a lot from him. Must have invested a lot in you. Yeah, he raised me as his successor. Why didn't you stay with him? I couldn't live that way. He made me feel safe. What's wrong with that? Nothing's worse than feeling safe. It makes you let your guard down, but nowhere is truly safe. You know, amigo. You don't have a home. Don't like feeling safe. Don't want to settle down. Living side by side with danger. You were born to be a pirate. Maybe I was. Isidro says no more. The soup has long since become cold in the night of wind of the salt flat. He raises the bowl and takes a sip. And it's been a month, and he's already used to its thick, salty flavor.
喧嘩、もう大丈夫かな?
Accidental reunion. When they reunited, one was responsible for the fate of the entire fleet, while the other had been sold for the hefty price of 3 days of softened road. R.I.P. Gracias. I injured a holy man when I quarreled the burden beast and started one by accident. I will forsake half of my serving as penance. No. Eat up so it doesn't happen again. There's enough sulfur for everyone. Eat. But Senor Silver, overeating is better than letting food go to waste. Softened flesh won't last in this weather. Finish it before it spoils. Can they bring these to our injured brothers, my good chef? They need something nutritious to eat after the beating they've taken these past few days. Here we review the plan, Senor Aguasin. I do not understand how such a notion could have even occurred to you. What, the plan? When the bandits surrendered the compass and the blueprints for an assault ship, I will pardon most of them and permit them to live as I allow them to. Many are young and healthy. They will be invaluable labor for this town if this town is to move. Besides, it will be convenient to have swords hands. What? It will convenient to have sword hands unbound by religious dogma in the event of any future negotiations. They must be there. They will destroy your town. Eliminate the Aegir leading them, and the rest are just a disorganized mob. The three whom we have locked up in the basement are each playing their own game. I will split them and give them conflicting interests. Such if they do raise their swords, it will only be against their former fellows. You once saved these townsfolk, taught them to suppress desires to maintain purity. Yet now you would pardon the very bandits who murdered their friends and family, all for worldly benefit. Did you imagine the people accepting this? How is this anything less than betrayal? What would you suggest then? I will lead our men into the flat without delay, eliminating surviving bandits, and destroy the very means by which they have sinned. Our injured brothers need rest. We have neither the manpower nor the resources for another major campaign. I will ensure they are ready. I hope you forgive my bluntness, Senora Glossi. But the 3 bandits in the basement will escape at nightfall. If all goes well, they will soon bring news back to their fellows. All I need from you is to maintain the order from when the bandits come to negotiate. What made you change your mind? It's just a compass. There wasn't much to think about. Would someone with so little on their mind have such restless hands? Should I be worried about you making a hole in my ship, Hoven? I'm not that strong. Come now, don't be like that. I hope you realize that being serious all the time only makes you the butt of the joke. Oh, is he actually going through with the compass thing? Now, grab and change your clothes. You have blood all over you. Gracias. Come with me. Sorry, I should have told you to hold your breath. This cabin hasn't been used in decades, and there's dust everywhere. I'm sorry for touching things without permission. Don't make me sound like such a petty woman. You can touch whatever you want here. It's all top-notch alchemical equipment. Unless your hands are more dangerous than cannon fire or a storm, they'll survive. This will be your lab from now on. You have a full-fledged alchemy lab on your ship? Yes. Before I forget, these clothes belong to the previous alchemist. You're about the same size, so try them on. Oh, you can change the storage room to your left. There we go. Got the whole Thorns Ultra drip. God, that clothes is sick. Do I look weird? Of course not. It fits you well. Seriously, the detail on that clothes. Do you like it? The style's decades old, but it was tailor-made with the finest fabrics. It feels brand new though. It was meant to be a coming-of-age gift, but he fell into the sea along with the shells of the Iberian Defensa the very day before reaching adulthood. I searched for his body myself, but never found a trace. I only hope it was the fins that got him. There weren't quite so many seaborn back then. You fought the Iberian Defensa? This was before the profound silence, when we still sailed the high seas. This very ship, La Conquista, was captured in that era. I don't suppose you have an interest in history? No. I've just heard a few tales about the ocean. Then fix the compass and see it with your own eyes. First you wanted me to fix your compass. Now you want me to follow you out to the sea? It requires an alchemist to operate it. Let me have a good look at you. Raise your collar a bit. Wear the shawl over your shoulder. Not bad at all. Alright, I can handle the rest. She's like, you gotta look good. Try to avoid any strenuous effort for a few days. Your injuries aren't life-threatening, but given the hygiene on the ship, you can never be too careful. Yes. Oh, I know what's missing. How could I forget? I haven't given you the compass yet. Isidro takes the compass from Juana and caresses its surface. It is light and cold. I can't guarantee success, but I'll give it my all. Alright, so he definitely knows alchemy. You're all you say. When I make a promise, I intend to keep it. Then you should have all the support I can offer. Good. First, I'll need an assistant. I'm not asking a lot. You're someone clever and hardworking. Naturally. Right. And I have one other present for you. If what the boss says is true, then we're out of options. The townsfolk now control the route from the flat to the inland, and we're their mortal enemies. There's no way back. We'll have to face the ocean. Is there really no other way? Senor Rus, Senor Javier. Slow down and breathe. What's going on? They're back. Who's back? Our mates who got caught. They escaped and came back. And they brought someone with them. Probably not gonna lead to anything good. Auction sailor. Take a look at the scallywag I found outside. Healthy, works hard, don't eat much, and he's yours for 2 months of salt from Garo. His face is kind of nice. He's all skin and bones. If that goes Sulfan's tail, we'll send him packing. Hey, I take exception to that. I'll have you know I'm ripped under this loose fit. Okay, going for 1.5 months of salt from Garo. They lowered his value. For an absolute Adonis like me, I'm worth at least a year of that fit stuff. Shut up already. Can't you see no one wants you? Going for 1 year of self-finger. 1 month. 2 years. 2 weeks. 3 years. 3 days. Deal. Oh. Huh? 3 days of self-finger room under my name. Deal? Huh? Well, it's like it was meant to be. Perfect timing. I was just thinking I needed a bodyguard. Now what to call you? How about Pelirrojito for that red streak you've got. Oh, Pelirrojito. Like red hair. Okay. You were heading all this under the salt flat? Shh. Do you want the neighbors to hear? That wasn't funny. I'm more surprised you even noticed the joke. So do you want me to help you kill this seaborn? Of course not. Then why bring me here? You came to the Southlands seeking a school of swordplay founded by a pirate, did you not? Yes. Then congratulations, you found it. When you need a break from repairing a compass, you can come here and learn from it. From a seaborn? A seaborn that has devoured countless swordsmen. With every movement of its appendages, it recreates their skills. Perhaps it's an attempt to escape, or perhaps a meaningless act of imitation. What exactly is going on here? It is difficult to explain. After trapping it here, I issued a bounty, inviting any swordsman to try their hand at killing it. Many have attempted it, but all have become a part of it, along with their blades. Huh. Now I'm even more confused. Why did you trap it here? Why were you looking for someone to kill it? And why do you want me to learn swordplay from it? I was never the original captain of the fleet. It was him. Him? Or was that Cruz? His name was Cruz. When the waters that inundated this land subsided, the remaining seaborn began to attack the cities in a frenzy. We fought hard and slew most of them, but this one was particularly hard to kill. Cruz lured it into a cave, using himself as bait, and both became trapped here. The last time I saw him, he named me captain and asked me to bring the others back to sea. Why not tell them the truth? I've heard the crew spreading terrible rumors about you and the seaboard. Let them. A leader needs to be feared as well as loved. So you came up with this entire plan back then? No. It was Cruz who gave it to me. He had long expected that he would die before I did, so he told me everything, that I might continue his work after his death. You should have freed him from this. I wanted to, but it's not that easy. I couldn't do it, not with my own hands. Even though I know it's just a seaborn, I love him. Just as I love the time we spent sailing far and wide. Promise me, learn everything you can from it, as much as your little sponge of a brain can absorb. That way, at least, I'll get to see his swordplay once more. Okay. Leaf, you've got news from Elysium? Wait. No. Play recording. Witty, I followed the escaping bandits back to their den. Don't worry, no one knows who I am, and I found someone who can protect me. She has a lot of connections here. I'm sure I'll find Thorns soon. Just sit back and wait for the good news. Bring the crates over here, pelirrojito. Yes, boss. Not bad. You're stronger than you look. Now, I want to hear that same energy in your selling. You got it, boss. I've already memorized the entire list of goods, forwards and backwards. I'm done listening to you the moment I find Thorns. Look, people are coming. Say it so they can hear. Prosthetic eye, boss, made from the finest softened bones for maximum comfort in any color you want. 8 softened groom for our special collection, a flavor you won't forget. Don't miss this chance, señores and señoras. Wow, this guy's a natural. Doesn't sound like a slave at all. Come on, there's something for everyone. I'm getting hoarse, boss. Everybody's staring, but why is no one stopping by? Yeah, it's weirdly quiet. I'd expect someone to have picked a fight with me by now. Would you care for one, senor? Could come in handy someday. No thanks, Pascuala. Well, if you're not buying, then... Well, if you're not buying, you're not buying. But what's that look? Gives me the creeps. I said you should put your tongue between your legs and behave yourself. Huh? Didn't you say you were well connected? I am. I'm just imagine how much worse it'd be for an outsider like you without me here to smooth things over. These two never used to give me a second glance. Why does have to glare at me today? You know what? Just close the store and pack up for today. I'm gonna go ask around. Is it true what those guys were saying? Yeah, I sent someone to check. Do you trust them? That if we hand over the compass and the thief, we all get pardoned and can live in town? It's hard to believe. Then why'd you let that chaval from the city with the red hair onto our fleet? I don't know what to believe anymore, Russ. Could be difficulty, could be some inscrutable show of good faith. Whatever it is, keeping him around gives us more options. If it comes to it, the chica is the easy part. Just tie her up and hand her over. But how in the hell will we get the compass from the boss? I'll talk to her. This is about the whole fleet. She'll listen. Talk. I used to think maybe you could convince her, but now I'm sure she'll just drag you right back in. What do you want me to do then? Who knows? You get to make a decision for the fleet, not me. Those Inquisition finchits. Now they're just playing dirty. So I do wonder what's the deal with this captain. I thought she was maybe part of the church at first, but I mean, what she's saying is true. Then that's just a seaboard who was cruised back then. What's about the sign, boss? I heard. Come on, don't cry. You can tell me. Maybe I can help. You're so nice, pelirrojito. I'm sorry, the name is funny. Who else would I count on here? The little... Oh, I'm worried about you. What does this have to do with me, boss? It's one thing to be drifting around on my own, but now I've got you to take care of. I'm not fired, am I? After all the work I've done for you? No. I'm just worried about you getting left all alone with these bandits if something happens to me. This is practically blackmail. Wow, I didn't think you cared, boss. Don't worry, nothing will happen to you on my watch. Oh, pelirrojito. Boss, I heard them talking. They want to hand me over to the Inquisition. Oh, so yeah, they were referring to her. The Inquisition chased me all the way into the salt flat, all because of a compass that used to belong to my family. Your family? It may not look it, but my family used to be rich and famous. But everything we had was sold off, and the compass somehow ended up with the Inquisition. Wow, that's amazing, boss. Yeah, right. So what do you need me to do? I heard the fleet's alchemist is looking for an assistant, and he's got the boss's trust big time. So, maybe you could try applying? You're clever and hardworking, and I'm sure you'll get along like peanut butter and jelly. Then you can put in a good word for me. Why not just do it yourself? Well, me and him have a little bit of history. Maybe more than a bit. It was meant to be. Anyhow, just work that silver tongue. And keep an eye for your chance. No problem, boss. I'll step up as soon as he needs me. Maybe don't be too eager. In the end, it comes down to timing. We can't make things too easy for him. He's gonna soak in the anxiety. Then he can show up right when he needs you most. That way he'll be helpless without you. Why are you making this weird? Both of our fates are in your hands, pelirrojito. You can eat fish for all I care once I get that alchemist's good graces. He's so mean to her. Wow. How could he say that? Hey, was that Steel-Faced Pele? Steel-Faced Pele? Yeah. He didn't do so much as whimper when he fell from the mast last year. So why is he crying like a little kid after leaving that room? Are you here to interview for the alchemist's assistant's job? Yeah. Turn back if you know what's good for you, Chilan. Does he have a bad temper? No, worse. Don't worry about it, pelirrojito. He's a nice guy. He even saved my life. Sure, but work always brings out the worst of us. Now that you mention it, he kicked me out in 3 seconds flat. Said I was breathing too loud. Hey boss, you said you had history with this guy, right? What about it? You're trying to throw me into a fire. I'm not going in. We're already here. You're not out of this that easy. No, I'm not going. Whatever you're up to, nothing good could come of it. Just go in, stop running away. Get off my shoulders. No. Yeah, I'll stop pulling on my eyebrows. I can't see. Hey, watch where you're going. You're gonna hit the door. Oh. Whatever the reason for this racket, you're interrupting my work. Either I toss you out the window, or you show yourselves out. Choose. Sorry, I just wanted to recommend you an assistant. You mean another of those guys who couldn't tell a beaker from a flask? No, thank you. You can help. You can keep them. You sure don't miss your words, do you? He's new here, Isidro. Doesn't know how things work. Don't mind him. You. Yep, me. Excuse me. Nobody pays any attention to Pascala. Isidro puts his hand on the shoulder of pelirrojito, who in turn puts his arm on Isidro's shoulder. Their two arms leak like cables connecting the bridge. They pat each other's shoulders so hard they might as well be punching each other. Pelirrojito's face turns as red as a streak in his hair, grimacing in pain. As for Isidro, have they been starving you? You pat like a wimp. Do you even know how much weight I lost looking for you? Hope you're ready to buy me a good meal. Señores, how did you find me? We can talk about that later. Let's talk about you. You get here with all your limbs intact, you lucky boy. What's with the tone of disappointment? Excuse me. That's gonna find some room in the conversation for her to butt in. Never mind. She turns around and leaves, politely closing the door behind her. They're just a couple of bros. Don't mind them. Both knuckleheads in their own way.
みんな行きますよ。大きっとお姉さん安心して。
Only one
僕
box.
からちゃんとできるから。
This calls for
目標地点に到着しました。
追跡開始。
持ちこたえてください。
Wait, how big is that splash damage from that? I think that'll hurt.
I won't sleep on the job.
Oh god, what about these guys?
それ、ここは安全です。
Oh no, needs to work, needs to work. Oh, that thing's fat! I didn't know there was something right here. Self-flying gains increased with speed while self-flying. Oh, that's great.
了解です。
Here I am.
Crap, I put. That's really cool.
このまま行こうか。
Everything hits so hard here, dude.
There you are.
Jesus.
早く逃げた方がいいですよ。
There you are.
Understood.
I might just switch to
I
my
can't-
regular squad.
Fall yet. Поняла. Готовлюсь к бою.
We'll make it a little fun.
I'm in charge.
Oh, yeah.
All right then. I would like everyone to act as freely as they wish, and everyone is responsible for their own
Regular
actions.
stages. Let's see. Oh, let's do Thorns. I don't have his ultra rates, so we'll just use normal Thorns. Let me see him. What else is this one? Oh, he's already in there.
お前が望む結果を見せてやる。
Oh, I'm gonna try out Gray's new skin. I haven't seen it. That one. Yeah, let's see what I have.
Go right ahead at any moment. I'll be there.
Ooh.
この辺、温度が私が振りまく地で大盛り上がり間違いなし。
Chill, everyone. I'm just here for a few questions.
このチェーンソーで真っ二つにされたくなかったらさっさと投降しちゃって。В последний раз. ソーで真っ二つにされたくなかったらさっさと
Gotta
投
bring
降
a
しちゃ
medic
って
or something.
Vengeance shall be no more.
Последний раз.
役に立つ情報を奴らに吐かせている。
このチェーンソーで真っ二つにされたくなかったらさっさと投降しちゃって
Fa bel tempo oggi. Tanti negozi. Perlomeno prova a scalfirmi il
Oh,
secreto.
just go free. Damn it.
矢はもうつぶ中暗闇にいたくない。
俺がやる。全員の行動力を奪う。
Это последнее предупреждение. Мы откроем.
I was really hoping it wouldn't turn out like this.
No one can see me.
矢はもうつぶ時代で方々に敵がいるよ。もう消え
In our current situation,
Oh wow, she takes my
a complete sweep would be the most efficient solution.
命令を無駄だ。
Hello. Yeah, I typically do only 3-star runs in like the first 6 or so stages. But I switched to 6 stars because these things are tanky. That's 2 arms, 2 legs, 2 eyes, 2 ears, 1 nose, all present and accounted for. Maybe a bit of a 10. But yes, usually when a new event comes out, I just do like the first like few stages with 3 stars. Just because it's easy anyways. Like, eh. Thank goodness. You have no idea how anxious I was when I heard these bandits were stone cold killers who ate people for breakfast. And who told you that? Do you know how much courage I had to muster up to come here and rescue you? Weedy's still back at town. I'll get in touch with her. Whenever you're ready, I'll call her and we can get out of here. I've tried. It's practically impossible. Besides, I don't plan on leaving for long. Why not? Don't tell me you actually joined up with these bandits like they say. Come on, out with it. Oh, you really think there's a future out here with these backwater thugs? I have no interest in becoming a pirate, Elysium. I'm staying because I want to resume the alchemical research I ran from. This compass has corazonics in it. Maybe the last one. Besides, I promised them I would fix it. It's critical for their survival. So, do you plan to stay with them? No. Once it's fixed, they'll leave for a salt flat for the ocean. Then I'll stay behind and continue to hone my skills in both swordplay and alchemy. Elysium pats Isidro on the shoulder. His friend seems to have changed. Sounds like you've had a lot to think about. Well, that's not such a bad thing. So, what exactly did the girl outside want me to do here again? I needed an assistant as I repaired the compass. Just like back in Rhodes Island, then. Let me know what you need. I will. Isidro stands before the transmutation table. The probe in his hand makes a sharp sound as it swipes through the air, an arch energy field forming along with the lines it draws. He carefully removes the outer cast of the compass and places it on the table. The vicious substance inside begins to liquefy, creating waves in the direction of the energy flow. Arch energy and corazonics intertwine into a golden light illuminating the salt flat outside through the gaps in the workshop walls. The sailors have never seen anything like it. They begin to gather one by one. What are you doing in there? That kid from the outside is doing his thing. That alchemy or whatever. Never thought it'll go like that though. Let me see. Not gonna lie, this is pretty sick. What's that in your hand? What's that in his hand? Some beggar's magic trick. What else? Oh, let's see here then. It's not like we have any food to spare. Bothersome brat. Come and see my trick. All I ask for is a piece of bread. Ow. Get lost, you're in the way. Bastard. We're attracting quite a crowd outside. Does that bother you? Want me to chase them away? It's fine. With you here chatting away, it feels like I'm right back at Rhodes Island. They won't bother me. Isidro's hands do not stop. The probing his head seems to dance with the corazonics rippling in the energy field. His palms emit light, looking to the sailors peeping through the windows like a mirage born of hunger and thirst. You ever seen anything like that? Way back when. I remember the boss talking about folks who perform tricks for others in big cities. Guess that's what it looks like. It's beautiful. Let them watch. Just make sure they don't barge in and try to sell me for food. Sounds weirdly plausible. Do people do that? People do a lot of things when they're starting to eat. Excuse me. Do you have any food? No. Will you take this ribbon though? No, it's gotta be something I can eat. I don't have anything to eat myself. Wait, it's this dude. He was an executor's event. I forgot his name. He was that guy. I happen to have a few biscuits here. Why don't you let this young lady see your trick? Biscuits? Sure, since you asked. Oh, well, that's nice. Metal beads flow in the young Isidro's palm, glowing with fantastical colors in the darkness. Passersby cannot help but gather around. The disdain in their words cannot disguise the fact that their eyes are glued to the light in the young boy's hand. It's been so long since there was something so bright on these streets. It's so pretty. Can I take a closer look? Suit yourself. The boy waves his fingers, and the flowing metal turns into a foul beast that takes to the air before returning to his palm in the shape of a fin, then a musk beast, then a burden beast. The metallic burden beast runs through the crowd, shiny and chrome, leaving behind stardust in the air. Wow, it's just... Oh, shut up and watch. When was the last time I saw fireworks? I think it was a long, long time ago. Fireworks? What are fireworks? The child musters the courage to reach out and catch a burst of drifting starlight. She trembles at the warmth upon her fingertips. Impressive boy. It's not often that the people here have something to smile about. Just trying to earn my bread. Is that so? What do you have a smile on your face then? Interesting. So that's two events we see him in now. We see him in now. The probe guides the Corazonics, drawing a river of stars in the air. More and more sailors gather, pressing their faces to the window, the thirst, hunger, and exhaustion on their faces temporarily replaced by awe and wonder. Now you're just showing off. Did you think I couldn't tell? That was just a check of the alchemy equipment and compass. Now comes the next step, separating the rusted and denatured parts from the Corazonics. This is what I promised them, what I can do for them. You two sure spent a long time chatting. Well, it's been a while since we last saw each other. Were you sitting out here this whole time, boss? You can stop calling me boss. All my friends call me Peludita, on account of how fluffy I am. Oh, so we're friends now? Of course we are. Could you ever find your old amigo without the help of yours truly? Think about twisting the truth. So what should you call me, now that we're friends? Anything you like. More importantly, what did Señor Isidro say? about, you know, putting me under his protection. Oh, I forgot to ask. But maybe I'll remember tomorrow if you ask nicely. Please, oh honorable Senor Pelo Rojito, the greatest, handsomest libre of all. Oh, I like that. Keep it coming. You flippin' fish. I'm yakking that ribbon right off once we're out of this. Well, I guess I do owe you one for helping me find my good buddy. Elysium pats the girl on the head. Her youthful childlike exterior belies the maturity, even cruelty lying beneath. You should keep some choice company for a girl your age. Well, come find me if you ever squeeze yourself into something you can't squeeze out of. I'm as kind-hearted as they come, after all. Huh? Huh? Huh, who'd believe a show-off like you? At the end of the day, the only one you can trust is yourself. Another one, please. That pancake. Another plate, please. Have they never eaten in their entire lives? Isn't it also very familiar? The pride, the gluttony, the greed. How are they any different from when they raided your granary? I don't need them to change. I'm sure you're familiar with Aaron. Even if your previous visits have been, shall we say, less peaceful. Still, I bid you welcome. I look forward to a productive discussion. Did you need a handkerchief? I'm good, I got my sleeves. Very well. We decided to serve them fried garlic pancakes. Do you truly believe you can accept them? If it benefits the town. Now that you've eaten, it's time to talk. Can we get some more of those for takeout? Dinner is over, it's time to... Alright, you over there, no need to hide. Come here and we'll talk. Yes, you, senor. You're the one calling the shots, right? You can't fool us. Negotiation is a calificador's duty. Speak to Senor Silver. How long have you been waiting here, Javi? Since morning. Didn't I just tell you I had private business I needed to attend to? In all my time by your side, you've never had private business even once. Do you even have a life outside this fleet? I never said I did. So, why were you looking for me? Would you give up the compass? Or we find another way besides going out to sea? I'm listening. The mates who got back from Marin said we'll be pardoned if we hand over the compass and the thief. That they'll let us live in town, or go wherever we want. And you believe them. I looked into it. The offer's real, at least. When? Why wasn't I informed? They didn't want to bother you while you were recuperating. And who asked you to be so protective of me? How's what I treat the women who raised me? Because it was only yesterday. Now you're taller than I am. When I was little, I used to pray to grow up faster, taller, and stronger, so that I could share your burden. Guess my wish came true. You'll always be that little boy to me, no matter how big you are. What about my thoughts? Will you still treat them as ideas of a little boy? No, Javi, I won't. I know it's a feeble concession, the kind that only an adult can make. But I'd sooner die than surrender to them. How many of the friends you grew up with have already died at their hands? I'll never forget, Senor Juana. My crew and I did everything for them. When times were hardest. The crews, myself, and our crew fought the seaboard to protect them. We spread what little rations we had, so they wouldn't have to feed on their own corpses. And how did they repay us? By chasing us into the salt flat as soon as the Inquisition arrived. That never would have happened to crews if they hadn't turned a blind eye. I will never bow my head to those ingrates. I love you, Javi, all of you, whether you believe it or not, just as I love the mates who fought alongside me and missed the waves. They're long gone, but I still see them in you all. The legacy of blood works in such mysterious ways. That's why I can never forgive them. I hope you understand.
感染者の権利は感染者自身の手で取り戻す。
All right. So there's 8 stages. Yeah. Get roll song.
Hola everyone, pleased to meet you. I'm your newest operator. Señores Elysium y Weedy recommended this place to me. I hope we can all get along. Hey, pelirrojito, ¿de qué estás pretendiendo vomitar? ¿Tienes algún problema conmigo?
Oh man, I love it. Alright. Gonna leave it up for now. As always, I'll finish the second half tomorrow. Tomorrow night, I always leave one half for one part and the other half for the other. But yeah, very fun event so far. I'm actually really enjoying it. I really like all the interactions with characters. Especially with Rose, Son, and Elysium. And Thorns too, of course. It's really nice. Yeah, thank you for sending me to stop by. We'll stream again at the same time, 7 o'clock PM. And yeah, peace.